at the same time, just once again, all the detractors, they said this was gonna happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
No, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He is not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. I just see a scammer. Begging. Like, we totally fucked him. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
American Mall.
That being said,
Hello. This is Phil Burnett. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, one of my mannerisms. Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. ALT Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead. Psychological style host. Meerkat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Hilarious. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Wow. What's up, everybody? We are here. It is time, Saturday style, in the house with the return of the one, the only, the fantastic one himself, Sam. Hello.
Hi. How we doing, everyone?
Nice to have you back in the studio here. Let us know what you've been doing, what you've been up to, brother. Come on.
Well, I've recently celebrated quite a large milestone that's kind of accounted for a lot of the past maybe 3 weekends of the milestone of age. if that wasn't clear.
Okay, interesting. Congratulations. Congratulations.
That's the last we'll say of that.
I think you might be now the oldest person in That Being Said, maybe. So congratulations. Awesome.
That's not true.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's not true.
That's not true.
Okay, fine. But anyways,
Yeah,
big.
no.
And also, we have the one, the only Mr. Ludacris back in the house. Hello, sir.
Let me get this straight. You got me on the podcast to talk to you and two other dudes. That's pretty gay, actually.
Well, that's this whole thing's kind of gay. We're a couple of guys hanging out, so you're right. Anyway,
That's gay.
there you go. Big ups, everybody. Steve of the Dead in the house. Hello.
It's not as gay as going out to the pub and having drinks with your
Oh,
mate.
that's so gay.
God,
that's really gay, though. Yeah,
guys, I don't want to get banned here on YouTube for that kind of stuff. All right, so please stop saying stuff that's that gay. Thank you. And Meerkat is not here, but he will be joining us later, hopefully. But we got so much to talk about. Go ahead, Sam.
No, I'm excited to see Meerkat as well.
We'll be hyped to have the whole crew in the house, plus Ludacris style. And just to recap of what we're going to do today, guys, we're going to do our show, and then we're going to go through the amazing amount of super chats we got last time, because, as you know, we just popped off there. That show came out of fucking nowhere, and it went long as shit anyway. So we're going to do that after this show, all right, everybody? So stay tuned for that as well.
You recovered, man? Have you? Because I still feel exhausted after it.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I think, so let's get into it, the timeline, okay? So we do this show. We talk about, we're going to, all of a sudden out of nowhere, we decide, okay, let's live react to Rich, right? And we all kind of decide impromptu style. And, we all kind of guess about what's going to happen. And we were all thinking, like, it's going to be a yelling match. It won't last that long. But then what happened was something that none of us in our wildest dreams would have predicted. And Sam, I'm assuming you're caught up on at least that far, right? What were you thinking when you saw that happen?
I'm well caught up with this. I've watched that whole thing several times now, including with your guys' commentary and everything. And yeah. I'm actually intrigued to know if anyone did think that. Like, is there anyone out there that was like, he's going to say this was his idea all along, a big plan, etc., etc. I didn't see anyone saying that.
I know people said he might say he might release, someone said it, but I thought it was like a joke. Someone said he might release the DMs first. Was that you, Steve? Yeah.
I said, Phil, you could still get a W here by releasing the DMs ahead of them, just as take that victory from them. Yeah. Didn't think he fucking would.
And I didn't think he'd say it's all a lie, right? Like, that's the insane part.
No, that's the insane, but couldn't have seen that coming, no.
Because, anyone with a brain would say, all right, well, release the DMs, and I'm sorry about what's going to see there. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm sorry about this. I said a lot of stuff that you might think is funny in there. I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but I really thought they were my friends, and they've turned out not to be my friends, like I fucking guessed. So feel pity for me, and let's hit the goal today, guys. But instead, he does the thing that no one anywhere would have done except for fucking him. But go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, how do you explain what he did? I'm not even sure he knew what he was doing, to be honest, because he started off saying it was all his idea and that it was, it was all this plan along, 8 months ago I did all this, blah blah blah. As soon as I don't want to get too far ahead in the timeline, but as soon as Rich left, there wasn't much mention of that again for the whole stream.
No. Now,
well, I mean, you say Rich left.
Sorry, booted from the call. Yeah.
I can't imagine in his head how he thought it was going to go. Can you imagine the scenario where he thought everyone was going to be going, no, he made up shit. Oh, we look fucking stupid now. I can't believe this. I just can't imagine. I know he's stupid. It's quite impressive in a way that every time he hits rock bottom, he always finds a secret elevator to go down another 15 floors or some shit.
Yes.
He was just the worst possible thing in any situation. It's crazy.
I think he genuinely thought people would be like, wow, Phil, you are like a master manipulator. Yeah. Well done. You got one over on him.
Is that why we got fucking Rich there? What else was Rich gonna do?
I'm not sure. Yeah, watching it back again today, I'm still not sure, because from the moment that it was just a huge miscalculation to get in there. I'm not sure what he thought was going to happen. I don't know, because I mean, I don't want to give Rich too many props, obviously, but just the interrupting constantly to kind of interrupt his flow was great, just kind of knocked him off a little bit. And, and he never really got to, he was trying to do his big evil mastermind speech, but he never kind of got to do it because he kept getting interrupted about this other shit. Like, and it was annoying, but it was like, it was kind of a necessary evil to kind of piss him off and knock him off.
When he kicked Craig from the call that time, and he was like trying to like say a cool thing, then Craig just kept interrupting him. And he was like, "Craig, can you just answer this question? I want to do an epic type of." It's fucking hilarious when he gets interrupted like that. I think the way you got to think about it is everything he does is kind of like sort of pro wrestling kind of inspired. So I think that he thought Rich would join in, bash Kino Casino with him. They'd form some sort of like fat guy stable or some shit, and then next week Ralph would come in with a steel chair and start laying waste to Kino Casino. But it didn't quite play out like that.
He definitely thought Rich would be on his side. He's like, Rich has got issues with Kino, so when I show him this, he'll be like, "Oh wow, Phil, let's do this." And he clearly didn't.
Do the too sweet thing
Rich
and
was
the fucking
different. Yeah, you could see DX crotch chops.
That's what I wanted to happen.
Like instantly, it was like this doesn't sound like 4D chess. This sounds like damage control.
Yeah,
as soon as he got into it, so Rich he wasn't having it at all.
Now, here's the question for you, Sam and Ludacris only. Did you guys have an inkling that the big thing was going to be Triple P coming out before? Like, did you have that feeling? Because I know I did. For like a split second, I was like, "Oh, is Triple P coming out now?" And I mean, that would have been some 4D chess I did not see coming. So obviously, that's not what happened.
I thought you meant coming out as in
no.
I thought that too. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think he's a big A.
Not that coming out, guys. Please.
No, as much as DSP would have you believe or wants you to believe, I don't think so. No, but no, I maybe for a split second, but I don't know. It wasn't long before he said, "Don't worry, I'm not bringing a guest on or anything." So
so that was over. But I thought like, oh my god, this would be kind of like a mastermind style thing, and I'm sure Triple P would have been the mastermind of it for sure. But nope, never mind. Yeah. But Mr. Ludacris, did you have any inkling of that? I know I did.
No, to be fair, that thought never even crossed my mind. No,
okay.
No, at all. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this could be something intense, but no, it wasn't. So let's go through some of this. Obviously, you know what happened last night as well. We'll talk about that. I have some highlights from that and the fallout out of that. But I think for time purposes, for chronological purposes, let's get into some of the DMs that I found the most funny. If you have any suggestions as well, let me know in chat. We can check them out because there's so many to go through. We found some fun ones here. First, let's go to the Pasta Maker. It says ALT is so old. Here's an old joke, okay? Get ready. These are always hilarious. ALT is so old. How old is he? That his internet runs on an old telephone switchboard. He has to unplug it from the WPIG source into the TBS source. It's very esoteric. Thank you to Pasta Maker. 2 out of 10. Thank you. Mechanic Drew says, in a work conference, this is going to get me through, Cub. Big ups, Mechanic Drew. Faradox says, it's not gay until the twink meerkat shows up. Okay. Well, we're good then. No twinks.
Nah, it's still pretty gay.
That's gay.
Salute Your Snorts says, want to know the UK host reaction to Phil's UK food? Good question, Salute Your Snorts. Did any of you three gentlemen?
Yeah, I don't know if we're getting into that.
Let's do that because I don't want to make a big segment out of the fucking eating. So yeah, just do it now.
No, I do. We're gonna be here for half an hour.
Well, thank you. The guy that's like notoriously doesn't give a shit about food.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just always annoys me that when the whole like UK versus whoever argument comes up, because I'm just like, I don't care about food.
Yeah.
I'm not passionate in the way especially DSP. But yeah, I love the first thing he said was like, was it something like, he referred to it, maybe is this gourmet food? Is this, is this maybe lots of... I was like, what, a Greg's sausage roll and some pie and mash? Gourmet.
Someone's telling me to check out the thumbnail. I will check that. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
There's like a Greg's on every street in this country.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like not gourmet food at all.
I love what he said that
those
it's healthier.
Sausage rolls didn't... Oh, yeah.
It's healthier.
They didn't look like any sausage rolls I've seen before, though, with like the sausage like half hanging out of them. I've not seen that before.
Good God.
That is his thumbnail, by the way. This is not a chosen thumbnail. This is DSP React's thumbnail. And this thing's popping off, guys. 727 views.
Now, this is food that he said he really liked.
Yeah.
And that is not how you convey that you are enjoying this food.
Well, no.
I mean,
Yeah, you're not quite sure which way it's going. Is it coming back out? Or...
Why not change that thumbnail, man? Have you seen the movie Crank? You know where he's got to go around and keep
but he's got to get electricity.
Do you reckon DSP's like that with cringe? Like, he has to keep making himself look really cringy, otherwise he's going to die or something. Like,
it's the default one that YouTube generates when you upload stuff.
Yeah,
he's not there. He just sets it all up, fucks off, and that's the one it picked. So,
but he must have seen it by now. At this point, I would have been like, oh shit, and check one of the other.
Yeah, got to change it.
Yeah.
Dude, you still have three choices too. Even if you let YouTube do it, you have three choices. So there had to be a better one than this one. Maybe he likes it. I don't know.
This was the best one. Put me.
That's a new game we could do. Is the food going in or out? Let's go. First screenshot here. Is the food going in or out? Go ahead. It was out. Okay. No. Anyway. Also, this is. It is true that there's no more thumbnails being made. No. There's a very specific reason that is happening. Now, if you listen carefully in the wind, you can hear a sad dragon shout being yelled out, and that is because Darziak has left the nest. He's left the dragon nest and has flew on to brighter pastures where Pokemon is a maybe, but Digimon is a no. And you can do a lot of stuff, hyperfixating, hyperinflation, a lot of fun stuff going where Darziak is going, but he's not going to do it as a DSP supporter anymore. He's gone for now.
Well, there is another fan of Phil's that used to do thumbnails for him. So
I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what country he's from. I don't know.
Probably not much at the moment.
You can always tell as well whose is whose. Like, you can tell when it's a Derek one or when it's a Darziak one, or you can tell when it's a Phil one, because I'm pretty sure Phil's back on making thumbnails recently. I'm pretty sure I know that font.
Yeah,
you know, that generic Phil font.
The sort of color gradient background and the hat with the smile.
Well, big ups, Jen Style. Jen Styles, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Man. DoorDash is on me. Come on, DoorDash tonight. We're doing it. I'm getting bangers and mash. I'm getting a lot of other English food. It's awesome. That's what DSP did, by the way. He's like, bangers and mash.
To be fair.
I mean, you got to say fish and chips, right? Come on. I mean,
I hated the way he said sausage rolls as well. It was like, sausage rolls?
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
It's like sausage rolls, like that kind of thing.
It's like, you're making it too difficult, mate. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That is not the worst. Yeah.
Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah, you're right.
There's one of my favorites.
Specifically... specifically saying Guinness beer as well. Just say Guinness.
Guinness beer.
I missed that. I was thinking like that one.
Pasty. What was that?
Pasty.
What is this?
Pasty.
Oh, right.
He couldn't say pasty. He called it pasty. No. It's on the fuck. It's out of shot, but it's there.
It's a pasty. Oh, no. But and also, guys, as you know, British food is. I want to confirm with you guys: is it more healthy than fast food in America? Would you agree with that? Bangers and mash, pasties, meat pies. Are they more healthy than American fast food? I don't think so, personally. But you tell me.
I mean,
yeah, we don't have regulations around food. Like most of our stuff doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it, for example. So,
hey, relax. That adds flavor. Okay, come on.
Yeah,
that makes it taste good. Please,
that makes it sweet.
You eat enough of anything, man, you'll fuck you up, I'm sure. But I will admit, though, I was pretty hungry when I was watching that thing. I was doing some painting this morning, listening to him smacking into the mic, and I was like, I could have some mash and gravy right now, man. Not that that's like a typical British meal.
No, that's the thing, isn't it? Like,
yes, but also like it wouldn't be that hard to do because I'm pretty sure that was just mash and bisto, to be honest.
Okay.
Smash and
I can't imagine having mash and gravy delivered to your house, man. That's so fucking
No.
It's mad, isn't it?
Big ups to Ikiro says Rich was supposed to be what he was doing his casino stream about Rich. So he wanted Rich to be the one like laughing like, good point, Phil.
Yeah.
Got him, Phil. Nice. Alex Feature says, I vote the dude that says cunt in that funny UK Shire accent is made a permanent member of That Being Said. There you go.
I am.
I think
That how I'm known. The guy that says cunt. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. DTF Steak Fries says Rich was there for a viewer boost for DSP's reveal. I could see that too, but that requires a little bit of thought and planning. I mean, I could see that though.
But he did acknowledge it though, didn't he? Rich said, "Look, you've got about 1,000 viewers here. They are not here just for this because you didn't tell anyone about this. But
they're here for drama." Yeah, I mean that's
told them I was here.
That's what they fucking want. Nick says, "I hope
I like you had the
Ethan
birds thing in the background. I thought that was a nice touch, giving him a bit of props. Like that was pretty funny.
Yes. That was pretty hype as well. I got to give Rich credit for that one. The birds was a nice touch because he knew that was right for the detractors, I feel. And Philip got himself this. Imagine this crazy world Philip did with his 8-month plan. He created a stream in a world in which Kino Casino are doing segments on their stream praising Review Tech USA, talking about how he did a good job. Can you imagine that world that Philip created with this 8-month master plan? It's insane to think about. When Review Tech was like the whipping boy of Kino for a good segment there, for a good while there.
Yeah.
And now they're praising Review Tech thanks to his 8-month master plan. Okay? But let's get into a little bit of the master plan, all right? So here we go. I'm going to show you so many fun options to go through, so many fun things. But let's go through this one I'm going to start with. And that is when Philip decides to talk about, things are going good, okay? Remember during this part. And Philip says, so I thought about this a bit today, okay? And first, I'm pretty upset that outside of my direct core fan base, nobody takes me seriously. I used to have a lot of clout back in the day, and even spoke up about the laws that were in the process of being passed in the USA that would be harmful to gamers or people who like internet culture.
He won't ever let that go, man.
No. This is Sopa and Pippa. That's what he's talking about, guys. And I have checked that. There were a lot of people that had even more views than his video. That was one of the hottest topics on YouTube, obviously. If you make a video,
about this before.
It's got to get views. Yes, go, Ludacris.
Sorry, I told you about this before, I think. When I was I had a different channel back then. It was a gaming channel. And I got spammed and I only had about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers on this gaming channel. I got spammed constantly with his fucking that Sopa Pippa video. Because he, in that video, said, and I think, in messages and stuff, he was like, guys, you need to spread this to everyone you know. Anyone you know does gaming content, you need to go in their DMs. And I was like, I am sick of seeing this fat cunt's face constantly in my fucking inbox. And I watched it, obviously, and I was like, this isn't a good video. The only reason it did well is because he spammed the fuck out of it everywhere. So those views, as far as I'm concerned, are just him spamming like fucking...
Oh, God.
Like you said, loads of people have talked about it. Bigger people
Everyone
than him.
did. And this is something that happened more than 10 years ago, right? I believe, right? Maybe 10 years on the nose or around there. And this is what he's still bringing up. But let me get to the question. I forgot to read the question of Triple P that caused this 4 massive paragraphs. It was, if you could do anything on live stream and money wasn't a consideration, what would you be happiest doing? What sort of show? Okay, that was the question. Which is a good question. You might want to ask yourself, right? And all my... wow, that's honestly a question I never even think of the answer because I've really had this opportunity. All of my time on a stream has to be used wisely to make money most of the time.
You're a full-time streamer and supposed content creator, and you've never thought about what your kind of end goal is, or why you're in this for this, what you're doing it for, or what you aspire to be. This is the first time he's thought about it.
Oh, please. I'm going to think about this today and get back to you because it's actually pretty intriguing. It's an intriguing question.
Basic question.
But
he said no end of times, though, hasn't he? Like, I can't do gaming forever. I need to be thinking about other things I can do. Yep. So he has thought about it. But Triple P's going, other content. I hadn't thought about this. What a bell end.
Like I've never thought about before. Anyway, so I have a huge wealth of knowledge about content creation, YouTube, streaming, and that lifestyle and grind. But literally nobody has ever asked me about it because I was branded as a living joke. Meme and lolcow. I think I could really add insight and help people. Oh, I'm going to read what he says. help people of people would just shut the fuck up about thinking I'm a clown to listen to me for a few minutes about some of these topics. Some of this stuff comes through on my podcast, but I don't get really any attention there. Next. I also absolutely love some kinds of games. There'll be RPGs, but I can never get people to tune into those kinds of streams. Yes.
I was going to say, can you not hear Steve?
Steve's not back. My bad. Sorry, I'm talking over Steve like an asshole. Thank you. He was not. I got to re-add his thing. My bad. My bad. How much did I talk over him? I mean, was I incredibly offensive with my content?
Very briefly.
Okay.
He was telling you how he was snaking you, and you were just ignoring him.
Back in action, Steve. Sorry,
they invited me onto the show, but really it was me that was manipulating everything. No, it's
go
like
back,
the idea
say
that
what you were going to say. Yeah, go ahead.
He can't think of this creatively. He needed to be asked this. Like, hey, Phil, what would you ever do? You know, what if you could do anything on stream? What would you do? And he's never thought that. He needed to be asked it. That's fucking wild to me.
Now, this one is my favorite. Lastly, and I know this one is crazy. When I first started YouTube, I had a wild idea. What if I and others, like a group of YouTubers together, investigated haunted sites?
What the fuck?
Like, think of a ghost.
You could see him and John and Howard going around.
So Scooby-Doo is his big idea. That's what he thought.
I mean, it's a cool idea, but I mean, this has been done forever, you know. But all right, cool. Think of it like a ghost hunter show, but it's me as a skeptic, an overacting retard who was also scared of everything. A team of techs who actually monitor stuff, etc., like a cast of characters. I actually think that would have worked well if it came together, but I never made enough to really get it for the ground.
Oh, if only he knew people at that time who could, you know, maybe act with him, or, you know, like film things with him or edit things for him, you know. It'd be like a project of some sort.
And I want to make this very clear to Ludacris, who knows when, you know, Ludacris was around when Project Segment came out, and also when like games like Friday Night at Freddy's really came out, and Philip was obviously shitting on everyone there. Listen to what he says there. An overacting retard.
Yeah, I was going to make that exactly what you're about to say. I was going to say back then with the whole, I remember Happy Wheels was another one where he's going, these complete assholes that scream on camera like little sissies, like little bitches.
Yes.
And like act like they're scared of everything. And yeah, now he wants to do a show where he acts like he's scared of everything. Yeah. Like, okay, is it fine now then, apparently?
Again, another thing he said he hated about YouTube more than anything, he is now saying, I'm an overacting descriptive word.
Also, he's the one, he's like the main one there. Like, I'm the skeptic, I'm the one that goes around, but I'm the one who's like, whoa, like that. And everybody else is a team that's around me.
Yep. Yeah. Now look at this last idea. Oh, go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
Well, it amazes me that his aspirations have nothing to do with gaming as well. The thing that he's supposedly known for. It's ghost gaming and then doing behind the scenes stuff with people in an office space and all that kind of thing. Like,
Listen to this.
Also, just quickly, when did Ashton send the original message that he's responding to? I'm just intrigued.
He sent it on February 6th, and he responded 2 hours later. He responded one day later after that. Yeah. So.
Okay, because later on towards the end of the RTU stream, when he was reading this out, he makes a big thing about what the time when Ashton sends him stuff. You know, he's up late at night sending me stuff. Look at the fucking time that he's responding to a message that was sent at a normal, you know, respectable hour. You know, it's past midnight his time.
ALT, read that last sentence of that top message there. All of my time.
Okay. All of my time on a stream has to be used wisely to make money most of the time. I'm going to think about this today and get back to you because it's actually pretty intriguing. So all his time has to be used wisely to make money.
That's why we sit there for like 40 minutes for Q&A every day. Yeah. And wise use of the time.
Schedule segments. Oh, I love the LARPers and Kick now, by the way. So whenever he starts a schedule segment, they say, yes, schedule segment. They start doing the clapping and stuff. So last idea here, which is extremely unique. So we have to read this one. The last idea is rent a professional office space to set up full studios, tech rooms, and have a group of creators share it with me. And we would not only make content, but film and stream all the behind-the-scenes stuff. But then groups actually did that, like the Creatures and the Some Except Grain Dumps, and they had huge success, then fell apart. So I'm kind of happy I never went that route. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Can you imagine working with him in that office?
So Triple P said, Triple P responded, and I obviously never took any of those ideas. Obviously, none of the. And remember, by the way, very important to point out that during the master plan unveiling, one of the biggest things to show Triple P was an asshole was that he had bad ideas. Okay, so keep that in mind as you can see a good list of good ideas. Okay,
but interestingly though, he's saying like, "Hey Phil, that ghost hunting idea, we could do that." Like he's saying, me and Andy have tried it previously. We've got the equipment for it. We could so he's encouraging him. He's saying, "Hey, that's not a bad idea. We could do this."
You can wear your Ghostbusters costume.
If it fits.
You can make a great show with him that wouldn't cost barely anything, right? You just have like a show where people queue up and kick him in the bollocks. Like they literally just pay like a tenner or whatever and just kick him in the bollocks. Next. People would watch it. People would turn up. I'd go to America to go do that. Like, and how much would that cost to make? Not a lot.
All right, next up on the docket here. Big ups to everybody. Lyrical Thief says, imagine Phil with a Ouija. Oh, let me get that out of here. Imagine Phil with a Ouija board trying to communicate with his aunt and T, and their responses are, get a job.
I mean, someone could make a really good animation of that.
Young B, DSP is like that one football player who won state 20 years ago and brings it up all the time. And instead of marrying the cheerleader, he exposed himself live on stream and went bankrupt. Correct. Okay, so again, keep in mind, we do have to remember that this is a master plan when I go through this next section, okay? So guys, keep it in your mind. This is a master plan to Felt, Triple P, and Andy. What I'm about to tell you would be pretty sad if it wasn't a master plan. So it's really important that you remember this is a master plan, okay? Thank you. I've said enough about this. So I'm going to search for the word cancer, okay? Cancer, unfortunately, I have to search for this word. Now, this word comes up 6 times in these documents, which, again, is all part of a master plan.
One after the other, like continuously. Or
not well, it's a few different paragraphs.
You've got cancer. Oh, okay.
Okay, so so this is in October, the very beginning, okay? So Triple P says mainstream popularity doesn't mean shit. It's all about how much money you can bring in, period. None of us can be mainstream, but we can all be rich. Oh, I know. I don't ever want to be mainstream popular again. That's long in the past, and I've actually avoided it on purpose, which many would say is very stupid. Okay, cool. So he said, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, apropos of nothing, 1 minute later, man, so I'd like to tell you something, but it's personal. And it's the reason why I'm so guarded about the heel thing. But if you ever fuck me on this, it would... I thought it might be talking about, the bed that he and John shared, but it's not that. But if you ever fuck me on this, it would be the last time we spoke. But I think it would totally clear the air on why I'm apprehensive about sfuff. Okay?
Sfuff. 2:45 in the morning. Oh, they mentioned that. Yeah, they said in the thing with Gundam, they were like, you get them in the morning and there'd be misspellings. You could tell he was hammered. So
I can't fuck you on it. I think there's too much potential. If you can't promise to keep it private, that's fine, and I appreciate your honesty over anything else. And no, I'm still going to do business with you regardless. Okay?
You can fuck me on it, but I'll still do business with you.
Amazing.
I still do business with you, absolutely, if you share this. Like, that's not a deal breaker for me, so cool. Now, this is very soon in the whole arc, right? We're like a month in, I think, or so. But anyways, so my wife is sick and has been all year, and she's not getting better. Not cancer, but she has multiple things going on, and this year has been hell for us. I've lied a lot to my audience about it because it's nobody's business. We did some stuff on stream together earlier this year, like Q&A and co-op, and we planned to do way more. Then things got way worse. She may need major surgery, and we were pretty scared and hoping for the best. You are the only person I've told about this, and now let me tell you why I'm telling you this. Okay, now, we already know the answer to that. It is a snaking plan to get a W over Ashton. So keep that in mind, that this is all a lie, okay? Remember that. I just want to be clear on this, guys. Philip said this is all a lie, and he doesn't lie. So, well, except for the times he admitted to lying to his audience multiple times about this. But other than that, he doesn't lie. That's the first time he's ever lied. Okay? Next up, she has found religion again this year as a result of all this going on. It's really rough for me because I used to be religious earlier in my life, and then I changed. I became an asshole. No, okay. I'm supporting her through it all, and we are really hoping there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think there is. And then I know where I'm doing stuff with you guys, and things are going well. We're making extra money. We're going to see a different doctor on Wednesday of this week because we can afford it. Because we can afford it. Please remember that. But I think you can kind of figure out why I cannot become the big heel of the internet right about now. Okay. Right now, we are just trying to figure out if I could take an extra day off like 2 times a month so we could do more stuff together. And it's actually looking good. So I think we might do that starting in November. Okay. So what was it he telling all this story for? Well, that was just to shoot down one of Triple P's ideas about getting people to interview him and ask him questions about shit. So instead of saying, I don't want to do that, we go through all this, sharing a story about Catherine's cancer. Really
It's
cool.
like a weird telltale game, isn't it? Like, you get asked a question, you've got 3 dialogue choices, yes, no, and then, my wife has cancer, blah, 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 my rabbit's dead. He's just like, yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm glad we brought this up because Damn
it. That's too good. Like, decline politely, decline rudely, say your wife has cancer. Okay, well.
Option 3. Path number 3, every single time.
Yes. It's like the secret dialogue that's kind of hard to get to, but like if you can do the right order, then you get like a
through the whole game.
You'll get an achievement for doing it as well because it's kind of difficult to get there.
If your speech is above like 70, you'll get the check.
The secret, yeah.
Scout level 10.
Yeah, during like a rewatch of that stream, I caught this bit where Phil is talking to Rich about this, and he says, he's talking about being the snake and being the better snake, and he said that, he would tell them people were sick. He would tell them his wife was sick, or his mum was sick, or his rabbit was sick, because they would believe it. They wouldn't question it. And it's like, Phil, there's a reason for that. Most people wouldn't question that because it's a very serious thing to do, because most people wouldn't lie about that sort of thing because it's a very serious thing to go through. And many people out there will have gone through something similar. They know how serious it is. They won't lie about it. They won't use it to manipulate. But he's there going, I found it. I found the secret key. They never questioned this. They always accepted this. And it's like, if you are willing to lie about something like this, what sort of fucking person are you? You are fundamentally broken. If you can't understand why people would accept that, no one's going to be the asshole to go, you've not really got cancer. Your wife really ain't got cancer. But the asshole will lie about it and say, my wife's got cancer. It's fucking inhuman. It's sociopathic, this.
Over something so tiny as well. Can you imagine, like, someone says, hey, do you want to go to the pub or something? And you're like, I can't. My wife has AIDS or a cold I could get.
Also, it's weird going to the pub.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
You've
got to make the dead wife excuses if you don't want to go to the gay pub.
Yeah, it's not only that as well. It's like front loaded with all this, like, I want to tell you something, man. I've never told anyone this before, and all this kind of weird shit. And you're like, okay, yeah.
And
imagine
remember,
someone saying that to you.
Yeah, part of his like Steve said. This will reiterate this. Part of his major felting of PPP on these was like he believed all this shit. Can you believe that? He's so, because he's gullible. He called Triple P gullible for believing this shit. I mean, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, he spoke about it.
That.
So he talked and said about, like, I can't believe they didn't realize I was doing all this. It was so obvious. I was, and it's just like, what you. Make it so, oh god!
You fell for one of my classic pranks.
Another perfect
Astrodontis
plan.
has a point in chat that he's also done this on Alpharism Radio. Do you remember with Mickey D when he was like, actually, I do know someone who's got cancer and she did survive.
Yes, correct.
He's lied about this before. So he's got no qualms about this at all. He's got no hesitation about lying about serious things that most other people would not lie about.
Yes.
Because it's just fucking inhuman.
Who gives it? Yeah. Who? As long as I
after
get what I want
announcing all this as well.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, after announcing all this as well, he still wants us to believe that he's not got the Down from the Rafters account anymore and stuff. Because, guys, I'm being honest. I've told you the truth. Yeah, but you're literally saying over here, your wife's got cancer and it's a prank. Like, what the fuck? Like,
But like, look at all the things he's lied about. He's lied about champions. He's lied about giving up mobile games and admitted to these things. He's lied on the side scrollers and admitted to it. And now he's admitting to lying about this. By his own admission, these are huge things he's lied about. Why would you trust him again?
His parents have been nearly dying for like 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you that too. Don't worry. I got that on deck too. Don't worry. This is a really cool guy, by the way.
His mum's
really
going to be
cool.
a head in a jar, like fucking 70 years from now. And then it's just like, yeah, she's on death's door, you guys.
What about you, spare hand one? What do you think?
His mum's got droid rot.
PPP says, another British style reference. Triple P says, we'll do lots of crossovers this month, and we need to find the right game because I want to pump in a bunch of hours due to these new incentives. We don't need as many tips, so we can push those more on you. Triple P taking this news and saying, okay, well, let me tell you how we're going to help you out. Well, we got a funny response here. Nah, dude. Please listen to me now. I am a happy man and have a happy life. It's not perfect, but it's a good one. I'm not asking for anything from you, and I think this could backfire if you guys push too hard or get suspect. Let's chill a bit and make it go naturally. Like tomorrow night, I'll be streaming WB Champions when you guys will be live, and it's the big annual Zombies event. You guys love that already. So maybe just watch me pull or something. LOL. Then maybe over the next
Asking
week.
a dude to watch you pull is pretty gay.
Hey, listen. Then maybe over the next week, mention me a few times. Mention me a few times. Please promote me, guys.
Call me maybe.
Maybe while that's going on, let's plan the Gundam thing and maybe some gameplay if it works for you guys. So he just wants the promotion from them. Another reason he brought up Catherine's health issues, maybe? I'd say yes.
But he don't want to do any work. I don't actually want to play games with you, but, look, listen, I've got a happy life. I'm really happy. My wife might have cancer, but my life is, it's good.
Well, it seems like gameplay is the only thing he is slightly willing to do. Like,
yes.
Apart from the few things they did manage to get him to do.
Things that don't take work only.
Yeah, that's the extent of his ideas is, let's play Black Ops or whatever.
Because that would be another good idea, wouldn't it? Him doing different jobs. Like, if they could get a show like that, like DSP tries it working at McDonald's, or DSP tries it being a road work guy. Like, that'd just be interesting, but...
Selling the big issue.
Kelsper says, Phil was the one who thought Medicare might be lying about cancer. Correct. He legitimately said if he actually has it. Mr. Medicare has revealed his medical records on that to prove it, because people say, you know how the internet goes. And he proved it. And Philip still said... if he actually has it. He said that.
Because he would lie about cancer, so he assumes everybody else will.
Yep. DBRC says Phil can't order food without help from the dents, and he wants everyone to believe this was a master plan. You got it. Skycrust says, Mr. Lude, what is a bell end? Could you please correct that? Thank you.
Google it.
Ooh.
And click images.
Do that, it'd be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's actually at least one street name in this country called Bell End.
Yeah.
They're not changing it, are they? There was a thing in the paper that some people want to change it, and they're like, no.
Well, it's like a tourist site now, obviously. It's like Jesus. Hey, Steve, remember when ALT screwed us? I remember. No, I don't.
I do remember. Solidarity, justice for House Tour 2014,
hey,
part 5037.
Listen,
Peaches in chat. Let's go.
Let's go. He's going to get another chance when we do the all-timer one, by the way. So he'll get another chance, and then we'll see. We'll see if it wins. Because here's the problem. People will make it win now for the meme. So, all right, we'll talk when we get there. We got a while till that comes.
I missed a lot.
It's a Montreal screw job.
Magic Short Bus. Meerkat felt that everyone you thought he was a twink, he's been a bear this entire time. Oh, I did not know that. Big ups. He can be. He's a verse. He's a power twink. Does that exist? Dead Alex says Hollywood Co-op is officially no more. Shame. Wanted to see Kat's new cosplay of Adjusticator from Demon Souls. As Phil performed a Mayhem's Old Singer live. While demons, what the fuck? Hold on. Adjusticator from Demon Souls. Adjudicator from Demon Souls as Phil performed a Mayhem's Old Singer live while holding that PPP and Warski photo of his.
Mayhem's Old Singer killed himself.
Okay.
Shut
This
up.
is a different style reference. That's a deep reference there.
But
Okay.
it gets worse because like the guitarist from the band found his body, and instead of calling like the police or anything, he got a camera and took pictures of it. And one of those pictures ended up on a bootleg of one of their live performances. So it is out there. I don't recommend searching it. It's quite graphic. But yeah.
Well, now I'm interested.
I was going to say,
please.
with that picture, with the picture of Warski and Triple P topless, the fact that he had that, printed it out, and yet he had the audacity to call them gay.
Yes.
It's like, I can't imagine like fucking printing out a picture of them topless and being like, oh, it's very nice.
Like the most
Weird.
bro cool photo you could choose, right? At the beach, bottle of booze in their hand, having a good fucking time with friends being friends. Like, there is much better pictures you could have chosen, Philip, that make them look like assholes. It's pretty simple, but he chose the picture of them being bros having fun, drinking together. Very cool. Very good choice. Masterful gambit, sir. You're nailing this snake inning, by the way.
I didn't think I'd speak in defense of Phil, but would you want to print out a picture of Ashton's ass?
If you're trying to felt them, you could always censor
Yeah, if you're trying to
it.
make him look bad, there are worse. Yeah, he picked a bad photo.
You could.
that purpose.
This is what I would do.
A bit
Legitimately,
more gay
okay?
as well, that one.
I would put Ashton doing the ass thing and Photoshop in Andy's face right in the middle of where it is. See how easy it is? That's how you do it. That's how you do funny stuff and make them look stupid. But no, we'll make them look cool. All right? Very cool. Faradox says, further north you go, the more Gregs there are. Is that true or false, British-style representatives?
There's a lot of Gregs everywhere.
Yeah, there's Gregs everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
At least 5 in every city. Probably.
Debunked stream. Hans Servo says, Sam, you beautiful man. That's pretty gay, though. So I'll give you this one.
That's gay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thanks.
Faradox says, British food, ALT, not English food. Okay, there is a difference, guys. English and British food. Okay, sorry. I'll figure it out. Big ups Rec 1990 says there's a Gundam down here. There was a Gundam last night. We'll get to it. I promise. I promise. This show is loaded. Lyrical Thesis says Philip did Kino like the gay I'm a snake guy. Philip did Kino like the gay I'm a snake guy. Oh, okay. I'm a snake guy. Like that, you mean, Lyrical Thesis? Big ups. Okay, let's at least finish the cancer segment. Okay, let's finish the cancer segment. I'm it's very serious.
What a segment.
I know, yeah.
We can move on to the AIDS section.
That's just a segment I have to do. That's a segment I have to see. Chat got it. Lyrical Thesis. Don't worry, even though I didn't get it. Okay, so Andy can play worse and I can talk. Blah blah blah. What time you guys be live? Maybe right after I finish my meal at 5 p.m. He would work, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to figure out time to do something. Okay? Then, out of nowhere, hey, so I want to say thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me and my family by giving me a chance instead of treating me like dirt. FYI, today my wife was able to get a critical test and found out she doesn't have cancer, which is something we were incredibly afraid of all year. We were able to find out that because we can now afford it. We are still incredibly frustrated because she has medical issues that apparently cannot be explained yet. We really thought this was the answer, as bad as it would be for that to have been the source. Personally, I think Philip is happy. Philip would have been happy if he knew what it was because it's easier to compartmentalize in his mind. Like, I don't think that's a good way to word that sentence at all, right? We're still frustrated because it can't be explained. Who cares? She doesn't have cancer. It's a pretty fucking big W, man. You know what I mean? Is that just me overthinking this?
I don't know. You need to know how it's going to affect the schedule.
Oh,
Could be dealing with all sorts of things. Is it going to affect the morning stream or like the evening stream? Both? Like, who fucking knows?
Might not be able to film a daily wrap.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. My stupid wife's dying. Gotta go, guys.
Like, that's pretty insane, personally, to me. I thought that was one of the most fucked up things he said.
Look at how
frustrated.
he's over exaggerating things. It's a critical test. It's a biopsy. It's not that, difficult to get. We were incredibly afraid. We're incredibly frustrated. It's like, it's too much. You're going too far. People would understand that if you were like, we're worried because it might be this.
So... And again, this is why I've laid off drama a lot for the last 2 months. He is telling Triple P why he hasn't been able to play ball the last 2 months. Right. So that's why. She's incredibly stressed out. We are getting back to religion to help her through this pain. I know you and Andy did not intend to help us in this way, but you have, and I'm so very grateful. In November, I'm taking more time off streams to be with her. That was a full 2 days, by the way. That turned out to be 2 days off. And I'm also going to likely get a new streaming PC to further upgrade my setup. Now, I want to remind you that in this same sentence, same paragraph, he says, we were able to get a critical test to find out my wife doesn't have cancer, and we were able to afford it because of you. Now, we're able to get a new streaming PC to further upgrade my setup. Very cool. You guys have no idea how much your simple act of kindness has helped my family, and I can never really repay you. Remember, this is all part of the bit. This is not true. This is part of the snake eating. Remember that, guys. Incredible. Madness. Next. So Triple P says here, I think we need to think of something that keeps the narrative going but isn't a rehash of the same stuff. Literally nobody cares about the bankruptcy or bank leaks anymore. You sure about that? It's boring to anyone but the obsessive people. So can we actually think of something new that we stage?
He had to go at Lolcow Live for that exact same fucking shit. Now he wants to stage. Fuck's sake.
He wants to be Lolcow Live. He wants to do that. Think of something that we stage.
And then all through that, he's like, Triple P just wants to be Keemstar. He's jealous of Keemstar, and he wants what Keemstar has, and he wants to be Keemstar. And here we are, the other way around. We should do it like them, but we should stage something better.
Triple P says we should do something not stupid like faking cancer. Yeah, who would do that, right? Who would do that?
All the while, little does he know.
All the while. Here we go. So I told my mods about the most fucked up stuff. Okay, this is again. Okay. Well, Triple P talked about a certain creature happening, and I want to remind everyone once again that this is a lie. This is part of the snaking. Taking my rabbit to the first thing in the morning. Looks like I had to put him down. It just gets worse and worse when you get older. Fuck. Okay, so remember that, guys.
He never goes to the. He wouldn't have taken his rabbit to the vet.
We know what
he thinks about the vet.
Steve. To kill him, he would. Because then you're out of the responsibility at that point. That's like hallelujah times.
I'm wondering how they found out the rabbit was sick. Did they do any sort of test, and possibly involving blood? What are you paid for it?
I don't know.
Could have been a joystick.
I appreciate that. It's so horrible. Took him to emergency care today. They don't know what's causing him to be so sick. X-ray results on pretty Monday. Blah blah blah. We have to manually syringe feed him multiple medicines and liquid food tons of times a day.
See, look, it's like they don't know what's causing him to be sick. X-ray results. Why would they do blood work at that point? They take samples of blood.
That's a scam.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine
Blood
believing
work?
this bullshit? Oh my god, what a fuckface to believe this shit. Look at all this trauma dumping, by the way. Look at this.
I was going to say, all he talks about is just misery. Okay, yes, if all this is really going on, which it sounds like it is. Yeah. It's just like, but come on, man. This is your supposed, as you said yourself, your business partner or what, the guy you're just in a business relationship with, and you're doing this at fucking late at night / early hours of the morning for him.
There's never been more clear that you need a friend if this is what you're doing to someone on the internet you hardly know. That is literally just makes fun of you every fucking day. And this is the person you're telling this shit to, man?
Yeah.
Why is it that any person or any creature that goes into that house either becomes really unhealthy or dies? Is Mike Klum okay? Do you reckon that you go visit his house and you get a phone call going 7 days or some shit like that? After the rabbit was living its best life, it wanders into fucking Phil's house and then it's dead. Oh, don't know what happened, you guys. Oh, fucking cat probably sat on it for all we fucking know. It's going to be something stupid. It'll be something that was unavoidable. He fed it pizza or something, a snack pizza.
So
you need to get out. That place is toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's never any good news, though, is there? Like with him, like
zero.
even on his day off segments as well. It's never. Oh, we did this really cool thing, and I'm really excited about. You know, like it's always like, oh,
Sammy's got RGBs now. Come on.
Well, I know.
You can change what pattern they flash in.
I know.
Give Jade a seizure.
I'm jealous of that, of course. But
maybe the rabbit committed suicide because it just got depressed from all this like shit. Man, it's just like fucking hell, this is awful.
I mean, this is the saddest thing is sharing all this shit, whether it be for like you want to talk to someone about something, which is totally normal thing to do. Most people can talk to their friends about this, their parents about this, their wife about this. Philip has no one to talk about this shit to. So whether it is to get pity from Ashton, or just to trauma dump because he had no one else to tell it to, it's sad either way. But Ashton does not respond to this, right? At all, because I'm sure he gets tired of it. He's like, all right, fucking man, what am I going to say? You know? All right, well, I'm not saying anything.
Also, it's 1 a.m. Fuck off, mate.
So 2 days later, he says, man, opinions on the last smart guys are split. But of course, they're doing incredibly well. Once we find the proper balance, the show is going to do well. Right now, the Grill Phil segments are one-sided, and people want me to go back at you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
And we absolutely need to shorten the show to 2.5 hours. Chaps.
It's all just kind of roundabout way of saying I'm not happy with the Grill Phil stuff, basically.
Yeah.
You know, the proper balance. Grill Phil segments are one-sided. We need to shorten the show. It's like, just say what you mean, man.
It's also like putting the responsibility for other people. Other people are saying, I'm not saying, other people are.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Again, of course.
Yep.
The Grill Phil segment, what would have been a really good idea, of course, he wouldn't do this, so I bet Triple P, like, if he thought of it, he would suggest this. Imagine a show where every week a different detractor comes on to debate Phil.
Yeah.
Like, and you just get people to attract the community. You'd be going on his channel. Obviously, he'd be getting super chats and stuff, so it'd help him. We'd all be queuing up to have our fucking turn, wouldn't we? Like, then you'd be monetizing the detractors. It'd be a good idea. It'd be entertaining. But instead, we get like a little section of smart guys where he gets grilled, and all the people that have turned up to watch wrestling are like, "What the fuck is going on? This is stupid."
What is this again?
Next line.
Yeah. Also, it could help to know the topics of Grill Phil a bit earlier, so I can prepare.
Let me come up with my defense.
They'd like to
How
go
embarrassing
better.
would that be, though? If you came, like, because he'd still have the same thing, wouldn't he? Oh, here's several hours to prepare, and he still just goes, "That's not true. That's not true, you guys."
Hey, I mean,
it also speaks to his. It speaks to his like integrity as well as a content creator that he allowed a wrestling show to have a segment in it called Grill Phil where it's just randomly we start insulting you and like and like the fact that that's even a thing at all. Well, like, okay, it was probably it's forced on him, of course, but like still.
Yeah, guys roast me, but tell me what you're gonna say, so I have good thing prepared to answer back. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. Also, it could help
like completely kill it, like completely kill it altogether as an idea, so that I can prepare. Yeah.
That's what he wanted because it really hurt him. This is the after the last Grill Phil segment. I don't know if you saw that one, where that one was brutal.
The hour.
Yes, it was just
for an hour. That
was less like. Yeah, that was more just him. You know, as people have said, like him trying to be a friend, wasn't it? Almost like him trying to, give him the harsh truths.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I wish you were dead, or I understand why people wish you were dead. That's my favourite bit.
Right.
Yeah.
My favourite was like, Phil, what you're engaging in is called bi erasure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah.
Stick it up for Lex. Okay, so this was, look at the time here. So this is 1 a.m. his time.
Oh, God.
24 minutes later, he remembers something. 24 minutes later, he remembers something. Also, you laughing at the joke of my wife looking like Piper Niven was that cool, even if it wasn't intentional. What the fuck does that mean?
It wasn't intentional.
What? Just imagine it in those 24 minutes, just down in like gin after gin, typing it out like
absolutely.
Trying to get the courage, trying to get the courage. Yeah.
And this is probably the fifth draft as well.
Yeah. And you laughing at them, not you making the joke, the fact that you laughed at it.
Yes. Yes, and if it was intentional, that's a real problem. It could be not intentional. Yeah, we just throw out random comparisons to people.
I like someone at Crin Bear has said Cat reminded him. Like I can imagine her like still like half awake. Have you said it yet? You can text him 25 minutes of
Oh yeah, okay, honey. Right.
She shouted at me. I ate shit all day.
Yeah.
Thanks for not PPP. Now I'm grounded.
I'm not trying to cause problems. I'm not trying to cause problems. Imagine that. I'm not saying I'm not trying to cause problems, but when you called my wife fat, that was a little bit over the line. I'm not trying to cause problems, though. By the way, just so you know,
it was not cool.
But if I'm going to say something and it's going to be uncomfortable, I have more than enough shit going on, and you know that. Oh, I'm not trying to cause problems, but next time I'm going to say something, it's going to be uncomfortable. I have more than enough shit going on, and you know that. Look, and you know that, by the way. Remember all that shit I told you that was a total lie? Remember? And here's where it is. You know that
because in that first message, ALT, in that first message up there in this paragraph, you know that.
Yep.
There it is there. I told my mods.
Yeah.
The fucked up part about it is. Tell me viewers.
I only brought it up for simply bonus. So this is the why I keep a lot of shit secret about my life. Imagine if I told Kat being sick last year and I was worried about cancer, my mom's health now. Oh yeah, we didn't even show about the mom's health. That also was drama dumped.
Phil, like this is why people would accuse you of doing it for sympathy donos, because you fucking lied all the time, and you're now in a boy who cried wolf situation where the one time you're telling the truth, no one's gonna fucking believe you. And we're all gonna think he's doing it for sympathy donos. He's lying about it. She's not ill at all. You know, you just wouldn't believe him.
So listen, he knows he can't do it in public, but he still does it where he can do it, which is behind the scenes to Triple P and his mods. That's probably why his mods are fucking sticking around until they couldn't anymore and he bans them. But imagine being a mod of this show, guys, and I tell you all the shit going on. Oh, guys, let me tell you, I got a lot of shit going on right now, okay? Imagine that. I'm getting my leg cut off tomorrow. Chew's getting her head cut off tomorrow. Oh, my kids are on their last legs. My cat's dead. My cat's rolling around. He's not even alive. You know, I just keep him around for, imagine all this shit to a mod. A mod. What?
And then you get the messages every now and then. You'll be out like with your family or doing shopping or whatever, and you'll get a message going, can you come back and moderate the stream, please?
Yeah. I remember what I told you? God. All right. So, okay, and Triple P responds to that by, let's take it back to basics of wrestling talk until Mania. And if I want to bring up something that happened that week, I'll let you know before. Should be good for the show tomorrow, but I still haven't get to SmackDown yet.
If someone sent me what he sent Triple P, I would literally just write, I'm not reading all that. Sorry that happened to you, or like, well done.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, man.
If it's not a friend.
But he didn't address the joke at all. He completely ignores it.
Nope.
And then Phil moves on.
That's fine. Philip enjoys that when you don't confront him. That's good for Philip. Hey, so things are really fucked up. I think I have to put my rabbit down tomorrow, and we've been syringe feeding him all week, and he's about to die. It's been going this all the while behind the scenes. Can we please delay Smart Guys until Thursday? You've already talked about the rabbit, didn't you? Okay, anyway, okay. There we go. That was nowhere.
Like, why wouldn't you just go, look, dude, I can't make Thursday. I can't make Tuesday. Can we do Thursday?
Yes!
Like, that's what we do. Are we good for Wednesday? Yeah, I can make Wednesday. That's cool, yeah.
So notice this. So Triple P says, I was going to ask you the same thing. I have a bunch of stuff for the casino for Wednesday. Thursday's best for me, too. Not even talking about the rabbit, okay? Because Triple P's trying to keep it business style, all right? What does Philip do? Says, oh, no. Please, notice my pity I'm asking for. I'm not even kidding. We are barely holding it together. Triple P didn't ask, by the way, but I'm not even kidding. We are barely holding it together. I broke down today midday and somehow composed myself to play shitty Five Nights at Freddy's. He's paralyzed now. It's his time. And I put in a voicemail at the vet. Last thing I want to do is watch Raw right now. The dude didn't...
He's paralyzed. How is he... Bro, he's fucking... How? You were like, we have to hold him down to feed him. One of us has to hold him down and the other has to feed him. How is he fucking paralyzed? What did you do?
And Triple P didn't even ask.
I can tell you now, right, if on Monday morning I rang my work and said, sorry guys, I can't come in, my rabbit's died, I'm sort of like, they would laugh the fuck out of me. And tell me to come in. And my job isn't playing games either. Like, oh, well done for playing Five Nights at Freddy's, you little trooper.
I mean, and he was so happy during that stream as well. He was overacting. Yeah. He was getting drunk. The next day he was hungover, so he didn't have a stream. And then after that, we were miserable. You know, he got over $1,000. He got like $1,200 on that stream.
Yes,
I could barely hold it together. I somehow managed to, compose myself and get through that marathon where I got $1,200 and
$1,200. You could resurrect a rabbit with that.
A lot of people want to remind you guys that this is all part of the snaking, so just keep that in mind. Okay,
we
guys?
need to keep reminding her. Yeah. We should
so
have things set up.
Yeah. So
we've
guys,
got a
just keep
disclaimer
that
at
in
the
mind.
top.
Yeah. This is all a snaking. Yeah, could keep that in mind. No, but the
This
thing
be like an automated thing that pops up every 5 minutes or so. It's like, this is all part of the plan, guys. Remember.
Okay. The red alert.
The pin message I have is mention drama or the casino get timed, because that was what Philip pinned last night on both of his chats. So I just want to make sure we're up to date on that. We're not talking about that, okay? We'll get to that.
But if it's your master plan, why would you care? Surely you'd encourage that. Like, look at all these people I've suckered in. But okay, fine.
If that was your master plan, he'd be flexing so fucking hard. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Guys, can you imagine? The Keno Casino bought it for 8 months. I'm a mastermind, dude. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
They believe me.
Yeah. That was my big takeaway at the end of all this, was that, okay, so you must have spent ages planning it, spent 8 months executing it, and you did one stream where you bragged about it, and then now you don't want to know anything about it. No, I don't want to hear any more about it, guys. I'm done with that. That's behind me. It's like, surely if this was true and you've done this thing, you actually did do this thing.
Yes.
It's like the best. It's like not the best thing ever. It's fucking despicable. But it's like, it's a huge deal. It's a thing you presumably proud of. You're not just going to do one stream and then go, right, that's that done. On to the next thing. Gameplay.
Yeah, that earned a flex, right? That earned the flex if you did this intentionally. But
I said on Twitter that the fact that he'll turn around 8 months of being bullied by two dudes, and then his wife also being insulted to his face, and then at the end of it, he's like, "Perfect, all part of my plan. Yeah. Everything went brilliant." Okay. It's like if you had your head flushed down the toilet in like fucking high school, and then it's like, "Jokes on you, fools! I wanted you to do this." Like,
I washed my hair now, thanks.
Mommy, you're never gonna believe it. I tricked these dudes for 8 months, and his mom's like, "Well, what did you get out of it?" I tricked them for 8 months. Okay. What was the benefit, Philip? I tricked them for 8 months.
They thought I was a bitch, but I was just pretending.
Like, realistically, the answer to that question is like a few LED lights and a couple of new PCs, isn't it? Really,
that don't work, by the way. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He could have just hit up Only Iced Coffee for that shit anyway, couldn't he? It's like,
oi, 3 boom mics, 3 boom arms, like as well.
Stu's Crew Gaming points out that that drama day we're speaking of, he didn't even hit his goal both streams, by the way, which is that's pretty crazy because Ludacris knows. Back in those days, when he brings up drama, he would still get wailed out, even though it was all ridiculous shit he was saying. But still, his real fans would buy it. You know what I mean? So there'd always be wailed out in those days. Like, guys, I need your help. Streams,
Well, and he lost. What was it? At least a couple of people, like,
absolutely,
that were long-term sort of fans of his, like well-known names that were like, right, that's that man. You crossed the line, etc.
And Iron Chef Sakai, do not want to give him any credit, but I do like his mic drop moment. His final message that he had a membership on DSP's channel on YouTube. His final message was, "Braided rope offers the most support."
Shit,
that was his final message from Iron Chef Sakai, who is still enjoying Lex's streams, by the way. So he's found greener, more lesbian pastures, I should say. Go ahead, Steve.
Someone should ask Jade how he feels, like in chat. Hey, Jade, how do you feel about this? How do you feel like Phil lied? How do you feel about all that? Because, Jade's a decent bloke. I can't imagine he'd be all right with that. You lied about disability and illness. For your loved ones, for what?
I don't know.
To manipulate these people.
I mean, I just don't know if Jade knows. I'm not trying to make fun of Jade here, but I don't know how much she's, knowing what's going on. Let's say, you know what I mean?
His disability is physical, not mental.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because he's like the dudes that'll say, like, Philip hasn't talked about like fighting games for like 3 hours, but he'll be like, Ryu, you play or something like that, So I don't know, but. Anyways, moving
God,
forward.
that must be so
positively.
frustrating. Like sitting there, like 3 hours into him going, and then I tricked the casino by letting them call Kit Fit, and then mate, when are you going to play Street Fighter? Is that coming up anytime fucking soon?
People are debunking you, Steve.
Is
and
it
saying
cognitive as well? Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. So that's.
But I see,
debunked.
like, he's gone out and about. He's met people. He meets like wrestlers. He goes to conventions and things. He has a more full and active and varied life than Phil.
That is true. That is, no one can argue. He does more with his life than Philip Burnell does. Absolutely true. Yes.
Okay, thanks for correcting me, everyone.
Yoda Hall says, when Phil himself is old, he will beg, I'm dying, guys. I need money to go visit my future grave while I'm still alive for the last time. All right, guys, today we're going to pick out a gravestone. Okay, I'm going to bring up the website.
No, guys, you're going to pay for this funeral. I've looked at a coffin and I found a really nice, expensive one. Satin line quill and.
Ooh,
You'd have to test the food he's going to have on his wake, wouldn't he? Oh, this is all very changed. Yeah. Style funeral food.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
RGB coffins, someone says.
This one is glowing angels right here, as you can see behind me. This is supposed to be angels flapping. See?
He'll have like a screen on his grave that's got Nightbot constantly reminding people that they can tip.
TSP dies it.
That's good.
I need to give credit for that. Jericho, well done.
Well done.
DSP dies it.
Devour.
Pouring the ashes down the toilet.
Flowchart Cammy says, honestly, I believe that everything he said in those DMs are true. This is just damage control, and he'd rather people continue to label him a scumbag liar than risk people looking deeper into the DMs. That is my thought as well, Flowchart Cammy. But I'm deciding to believe DSP on this one for right now. I believe what you're saying is true, but I think we should give Phil a fair chance, right? And try to believe what he told us. He always wants us to do that, after all, right? He says, the detractors don't believe what I say. So in this instance, I am believing him. I'm trying to, start a new way of life and believing what DSP says. So that's what I'm doing here. This is all lies. So keep that in mind, okay? Nothing happened with any rabbit, okay? Moving on positively here. Let's go to, we talked about that. We talked about that. Then we talk about animals more. Reminder that Triple P tried to get out of the animals talk. Philip kept bringing it back, and he says, it'll be all right, Phil, but it's so fucking tough with animals. Take some days off if you need. He says, I know I went through this 2 years ago as well with some small animals.
I figured it would be different.
Two years ago, small animals. That is well past cinnamon and raisin. That is two different animals here, guys, that he's not talking about. And I figured it would be different, but now Rabbit is going to go so fast. It's not fair, but it's life. We can't have kids, so we love having animals, and they're family to us. Fuck, I'm sorry I've unloaded on this. I've unloaded on you like this, man. Okay, there we go. Triple P then says, why can't you have kids? Too old?
Amazing.
Very sensitive there, Triple P. Good way to ask that. Too fucking old?
Too fat? Which is it?
No, medical shit, not by choice. I, of course, lie like everything else. Well, okay. Well, obviously, man, that's tough.
But it is by choice. He said he didn't want kids. And
Wait. He's trying to weasel out of that exact thing. Listen, he says, I always thought that was a deliberate choice on your part. Yeah, like you told your audience for so many years, Philip? DSP asked the same thing.
Yep.
Oh, DSP Gaming Real says Phil ate the rabbit. Okay, thank you so much, DSP Gaming Real. Well, nice picture
nice in
too.
a stew.
So then, Philip says, it was until it wasn't. So which is it, Philip? Was it a choice or not? Anyways, you think you could have controlled stuff, but then you don't. My wife gained a ton of weight out of nowhere and was having serious problems last year.
Like it's an RKO. Out of nowhere. 1 minute she's skinny, it's like, basically out of nowhere.
Man who has DoorDash once a week on stream, it's fairly obvious where that weight came from. It's not really out of nowhere.
How did this happen, guys? Then we did a ton of tests and found out it's a combo of her thyroid and ovarian issues. So not only can't we have kids, she's at extremely high risk of getting cancer at any time. I would like to remind you, Philip tried to say people claiming he said his wife had cancer are assholes because he never claimed that. Well, how about claiming she's at high risk of getting cancer? Equally fucked up, sir. That doesn't say, oh, yeah, you said she didn't have cancer? Oh, that's cool. That's totally cool.
Oh,
Everyone does that.
Hey, we're worried about her having cancer. We need a test to make sure she doesn't have cancer. That's pretty leading language.
Yes.
You know?
So she's at extremely high risk of getting cancer. Now, I want to remind everyone knows when Boogie fucking said that he has cancer and he didn't actually have it. Everyone called him out on that, and he's still called out on that for this fucking day about shit. Right? Everyone knows I was extremely fucked up. But I would like to question, isn't this worse? He's bringing his wife into this for no fucking reason other than two options. Pity, if it's true, or to snake Triple P and Andy over 8 months. Both of these cases are extremely fucked up and way worse than what Boogie did, in my opinion. But maybe that's just me. What do you think, Mr. Ludacris, on that one?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no good way around it, is there? Like,
yeah.
Who fucking does that? Like, I don't get why he's playing this angle the way he is. Because if it's true, it's fucked up that you're trauma dumping on this fucking guy. Yeah. And if it's a lie, then you're just a massive fucking bellend. I think it's worse than what Boogie did. He I mean, does Kat know about this as well? I mean, this way, does Kat know that if it is true that her medical condition is being told to Triple P, or if it's a lie, does he know that you're going? Hey, Kat, I'm just razzing someone and pretending you have cancer. No biggie, but I'm not saying you have cancer. I'm just saying you might have cancer.
It might. Yeah,
it's weird.
It might be the same exact thing because someone said I really thought Boogie really thought he might have cancer. And that could be true, right? That could absolutely be true. I think I have cancer, so I'm going to say the worst sounding thing because cancer is a scary word. So that could be. But nonetheless, at the very least, it's the same thing, right? At the very least, it's the same exact thing. Using a scary word to get a bigger reaction in your favor, let's say. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
He needs liar tattooed on his face.
Yeah, definitely.
You need to make that happen.
Amberlynn did have cancer, Aaron. She actually did. Big ups, Woman's Cardigan. Oh, hold on. This is a hell of a name. Woman's Cardigan defends family when convenient, says. Phil never said sorry for exaggerating medical stuff about his family. If you have time related to this, Level 1 Podcast, episode 80, 380, 2541, episode 81, 1 hour and 5:41. If I can get a producer to give me those links, I'd appreciate it. I just can't look right now.
Also, don't forget to check out the House Tour 2014 Part 5037.
Forget that one. That's dumb. Riker says, big ups, guys, and Mr. Ludacris. The fact that your pot noodle parody made Phil rage is hilarious. Rest in peace, Beggs Bunny.
Of all the things I've done that made him rage, it was me eating noodles, man. It's fucking ridiculous. All the stuff I called him out on.
Fuck! Someone on Twitter said it. I forgot your name. I'm really sorry, but they pointed out like this man could not make noodles properly, and he wants you to think he planned this over months.
You love this. Then he says, and her ability to process stuff properly is fucked. So she just gains weight like nothing. She's lost a lot, like 30 pounds, just on diet and hard work, but she fluctuates, and it's not fair. If she were to be on stream with me, 1 week she may look skinny and the next way bigger, and people would just shit on her, so we decided against it entirely, okay?
Like, you can't gain and lose weight that quickly unless you're really, really obese. Like, have you ever seen My 600-Pound Life?
I mean, I've heard of it,
imagine like Kat and Phil being like that. They go to the doctors and they're like really overweight, and they're like, we don't know where it's coming from. And Dr. Now's like, you keep bringing in DoorDash and takeaway. It's not that difficult. It's not water weight,
Maybe we'll cut that out, Anyways.
But even there, you lost a lot with diet and exercise. It's like, well, yeah, that's how that works. You operate at a calorie deficiency and do a bit of exercise and you'll lose weight. So,
it's news. Oh, she's tried playing Skyrim and nothing's happened. She's still fat. Who would have thought exercise was the answer?
She gave Skyrim to the Nords and has still not lost weight.
So I want you to keep in mind that this happened. That Philip said this is true, right? Fluctuating weights and stuff, okay? Now, Imagine this. In this case, we're going to pretend it's true. Okay, it's not part of a snake eating. I know this is not true. This is just a nugget of truth, but pretend it's real for a second. Then I want you to watch this and think about what Phil said when Catherine was on stream while this is going on in her personal life and her health, okay? This is Frog Machine's video.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Burnell family stream. First of maybe many, we'll see. As we already have Jasper here, and by the way, that wasn't planned. We had no idea what was going to happen. We've not even done a stream together since we had Jasper. That's how long it's been. The last time Kat was on stream was 2018. We're just here to hang out with you guys tonight, all right? And I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of questions. What's going on? Why is Kat on stream? We're here to field questions. But before we get started, I'm just going to say this up front. Number one, no, this is not a pregnancy announcement. I don't know who put that seed in everyone's mind. It's not correct at all.
Okay, well... I'm just going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there.
What a frame to pause on as well. Look at her. Look at her there.
Would have been amazing if like she was like inflating, so going skinny, and then she like eats a donut and goes fat again. So it turns out what you were saying was true. Where you're like watching it back, like, oh no, shit, she is getting skinny. Oh, she's fat again.
Binge and purge, like yeah.
So if your wife is going through these issues, to then say this is unfathomable for any normal human being, in my opinion. Like, pretending this is real, okay? Pretending this is real, and then saying this in front of your wife, real fucking cool, man. Real fucking cool, dude. Incredible. Had an interesting question in chat saying, who is it? Can we get a pro DSP person on the panel? There it is, Daniel Dillip says. Yeah, we'll provide crayons. We'll do a lot of stuff. We'll give them the full setup in the green room. We're definitely open to that. But be honestly,
can you find one?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you find one, I would absolutely do it, Darren. I challenge you, okay, sir? And you can message me on Twitter or Discord, and I will do it for you, sir. No, not Ethan Ralph. No felons. No felons. You have to be not wanted by the police of any country, okay? That's one of my requirements.
Oh, well, that's Derek out then. Because they're the only two left is Derek and Jade.
You've got to make an exception to Derek, though, because he's nice in his spare time. You know.
That's true.
He'll follow the rules of chat at least, yeah.
That's true. No, we would do that if they're not an insane person, okay? So I'll wait for someone to find someone that's not insane.
So never
that's the
then.
requirement. Well...
Never going to find someone who's not insane.
Leaving the door open, all right? All right, a few more here. We could go all day with these guys, as you know. There was one about... I definitely wanted to share one that said... Oh, yeah, annoying, okay? Well, there's more about the rabbit, by the way. So, again, everything we're showing you here, Triple P released a lot of stuff. People were questioning how much is true and how much is not true. Everything is true outside of the thing where he said about the rabbit and snake and stuff. There's no mention of those exact animals. But most of what Triple P said, if not everything, was exactly the case. Even the thing about having multiple pets, so he just said himself that they had multiple pets 2 years ago. That's real. Also, Philip said here, as of today, I've very much been tied down and rooted here in Washington. I couldn't in good conscience leave my wife behind to go party for a weekend and leave her with the house and pets. Okay, pets. This is another interesting moment that we did talk about on the first stream, so we won't talk about it too much today, but Triple P offered DSP to go on an all-expense-paid trip to the Hogan Bar in Florida. Philip then talked this long about reasons why he can't go, okay? And they included, I think the bottom line was, I don't want to leave my wife behind to go party. And then Triple P says, well, how about this? I'll pay for her as well. Triple P said that, DSP said that was gay. Okay, this was a gay thing to invite someone. And think about this. He said it's gay because they don't know each other so well, inviting people online to a hotel, paying for a trip for free to hang out. So if that's gay, to share, you ask someone to go to a hotel you don't really know that well, what is sharing all of your life's biggest troubles with to someone you don't know that well online? What does that categorize as? Because I know it's not gay, but it's definitely something unhinged, right? If you're saying that he doesn't know you that well, then why would you trauma dump every fucking thing possible on him if you don't know him that well? That's what Philip said. You tell me.
Also, if it's gay, why would you say bring your wife?
Yeah.
Seems
like you don't want her married. Oh God, yeah.
That's so gay. You kissed a girl? That's so gay.
I liked it.
Hey, no worries, no pressure at all. I totally
I'm a
appreciate your invite and offer. And then he said, nope, not going. Okay. And it's all this is possible because you guys gave me a chance and are now working with me, and I really appreciate it. I just watched AEW Collision on the new tablet. Cool.
You bought a new tablet. Bought a new tablet.
Remember about the medical things we had to do and the medical tests we needed money for? We get new tablets. Fuck buying shit for her and medical tests. We need new tablets, assholes. Tired of it. Come on.
Nah, fuck you offering me a free trip. I can't afford it.
I'm watching wrestling.
But again, this is one of those where it's like, if you take him at face value and assume that what he's saying is true, he looks like a colossal piece of shit. Because why wouldn't you take your very ill, possibly dying wife on a honeymoon that you've never been able to give her for free because somebody else just wants to hang out and go and visit Hulk Hogan? You do that for a day, and then.
Do you think it's partially kind of like a pride thing where it's like I don't want someone else to be able to. I need to be able to have full control of the situation, and
Oh yeah, it could be that.
Pay for it all as well.
I just imagine him going, I think you'll find my wife is perfectly happy here, thank you. And she's downstairs microwaving a breakfast burrito, crying.
Well, given the time he's been sending these messages, she's probably making a midnight snack pizza. So
yeah.
True, yep.
I found this one, which is just
look, 2:56 a.m.
Crazy.
Jesus, that's
dead
gay.
to the world at that time every night, man. I'm not messaging some guy.
Okay, so they're talking about they're talking about people to go on Smart Guys with, and there's Steve Cambion came up, I believe, and they said, I actually like his serious demeanor. I think he looked unhinged when he lost control and screamed at me, but I can understand why that's not so appealing to your audience.
Yeah, because they hate people who scream, don't they? Triple P's audience doesn't like when people are loud.
So that was about when Steve did that thing. Okay, but anyways, this one I wanted to say. So you're doing a lot of stuff, rich stuff now, and I can add to that. Listen to this, guys. Oh my God. Okay, I've said a lot of sad shit today, but this is even worse. Okay, ready? Oh my God, dude. So you're doing a lot of rich stuff now, and I can add to that. I keep talking when I get to watch it a bit. I forget I'm not there live.
Oh shit, I hadn't seen this one.
What? God, no, same.
What?
Oh my God, dude. Man. Dude.
What is
That's what you were saying before, weren't it?
Please put me on a third chair.
He's saying when he was in the chat, I jumped on with those guys, wasn't he? Like when he was talking about going on. Like,
yeah, he said
actually
that too,
does think that. Yeah.
Dude, he
If
is
it was the same logic
there.
as well as, when he does a pizza party and he says, some of my viewers like to have their pizza at home and eat along with me at home. Same sort of thing. He's like, I'm going to sit along and play at home. I'm going to pretend I'm on Kino Casino.
At 3 a.m.
Sad.
Force of habit being a commentator every day.
Yeah. I just want to remind everybody, remember, everything detractors guess is happening as a joke usually turns out to be true, okay? So it started long ago when people were saying, like, oh, Philip is playing gacha games, spending thousands of dollars, and all he's doing is addicted to gacha games, and we thought that was all a big joke, right? Until it turned out to be the exact fucking thing he's doing, and way worse than anyone expected, which how much money he was spending. Then when this casino arc, go back to our shows, we said, that Triple P is working him, making him be Beetlejuice to Howard Stern's Beetlejuice to their show, and and we said Phil sits there watching the show in his PJs, just loving it, laughing, and we were just saying it because it's a funny image. It is
lying there next to his wife drinking gin.
Yeah, it's
She's asleep next to him.
True. It's all true and worse. I keep talking. When I get to watch, I forget I'm not there live. Have you heard something sadder than that ever? Imagine watching a talk show and talking to them. That is get out the white coats, man. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he does. Maybe he's at home going, yes, Oprah, I agree. Like, he could be everything.
I'm thinking he's watching that Robot Wars show and going, no, you need to move that. You need to lower him towards the pit, lower him towards this robot. Oh, I don't like the way you've constructed that. You should have done the flipper that way.
Does it with the news now to DSP with the weather. Well, as you can see, guys, it's very rainy here in Renton. I'm doing that thing again. I'm just commentating.
The Food Network.
I'm just now thinking. I'm now thinking. Do I do this? And I think the most you'll get is like I'm driving and like listening to a restream or something, and just go, oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's about it.
Oh, that's right, Gordon. That was undercooked. They are a donkey. Good point, Gordon. She is an idiot sandwich.
Close down the kitchen.
Send it back. You're out of here. Can you imagine?
You know he's watching Kitchen Nightmares going, that don't look too bad. I'd eat that.
It's raw. Anyways, so he just admitted, again, this is all part of the snaking. Just want to remind you again. He's all part of the snaking. He says he talks to the stream while watching Kino Casino. Okay. True,
you know when you go out
real.
sometimes, like I don't know if you've got a pet budgie or a dog or whatever, you might put the radio on so it thinks it's got company. Is it like that? Like Cat just goes out and goes, "I'll put Kino Casino on," then he won't feel so lonely.
She puts on replays. He sits there,
looking at himself in the mirror, like thinking he's with someone, just like talking to Triple P.
Guys. Hey P. Hey Andy. Cat left.
I bought you sandwiches. Start stuffing sandwiches in the screen. Eat up, Andy. You're wasting away. No, God. Triple P, that's not for you.
It's all right, they're not lunch meat.
Just staring at himself in his OBS window going, yeah. Flicking over to camera 2. Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Oh my God. We're laughing, guys. We took it to an extreme, but I don't want to remind you. I want to make sure you don't forget this is really happening. Philip admitted to watching the stream and forgetting he's not there live. Incredible. Anyways, outside of that, likely not so much because I'm uninformed with most of the subject, but the rich stuff did work very well when I was involved. Just tossing it out there. This is Philip desperately trying to get back on the show. Trying to get back on the show. Okay. Next up.
Oh no! Read that one quickly. Read that very briefly. That one after it. I was about to say the same thing, and then.
Oh my God. Okay. Today I was looking at. Oh no.
Oh God! What?
Oh God, dude. Okay. I was trying to prepare. Today I was looking at the backgrounds, and I'm like, 8-Bit Eric has blue, Jay has red, and Rich has a bed lamp against his wall. Got him! Is that some kind of own?
Yeah, I think he was hoping PPP would come back with something like, "Yeah, you've really stepped up your game recently," or something.
Yeah, your background shits all over his Phil.
Yeah,
that's gold. We're gonna run with this. I'll call Warski.
Triple P ignores it and says, he's reaching a breaking point. Then Philip says, "I'm behind, so it's fascinating to me, but I'm certainly not going to impose. You guys had me off the show for a while." He said, "I'm not going to impose." Triple P didn't ask, right? He didn't ask. He said, I'm not going to impose.
I'm not going to impose, but I do sometimes forget I'm not there.
This is all part of the same line of trying to get him back on the show. So the tactics we've used are telling Triple P that we literally talk while I'm not on the show as if he is on the show, and then saying, I'm not going to impose, but reminder, you guys have had me off the show for a while because I was boring, and your fans turned on me quite a bit because they felt like it was glazing overload. Blaming Triple P for why the fans turned on DSP. That is what we're doing right here, guys.
You were nerfing my natural entertainment factor, you bitch.
Once again, it's the audience who felt this. It's the audience who were bored of me. They felt it was a glazing over.
Of course, an amateur will often stitch up a professional.
Oh my God. Dune Messiah says he's trauma dumping on this. Phil bans and mocks people for doing this to him. Yes. If you do it on chat, you can't do that. GBRC says Phil's upset over Kat's health. Give her a pill. That's a good answer. That's a good solution for all medical issues. Pasta Maker says test results wouldn't have come the same day. Phil, I don't know about that, but I believe you to Pasta Maker.
For a biopsy, it takes a bit. It takes a couple of days.
Makes sense to me, but they got it was a critical test, by the way, guys. So critical. You forgot that. Dark Wolf says, my mom went from doctor to doctor trying to figure out what was wrong with her. It wasn't until another doctor found out she had MS that she felt some relief being able to put a name to the illness. Yeah, I get that. I get you want to know what's wrong with you, man. It's kind of scary. But if you find out it's not cancer, which is something that will kill you, it's pretty hype, man. That's a celebration right there. But Philip said, back to square one. Shit. Right. Really cares about her.
I know that feeling of like you coming out of the doctors and like it not being the thing you thought it was, and being almost annoyed at them for for not being able to like because you think it's that thing, and you know that you treat it by doing this, and then it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I also wanted to just say like this whole thing's been like an exercise, obviously, in hypocrisy, basically, the trauma dumping, the self promo in their chat, like all these things that he would never, he would have no qualms about, like publicly shaming you for doing this, and it's all right there, it's crazy.
Yep. So we're getting closer to the end here of the fall of this great snake. Well, actually the peak of the snake eating, by the way. This is what we're working towards. Okay, I'm game. Looking forward to hear about
Valentine's Day. Can you scroll up? Did he send anything on Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah, did Philip? That was the 14th, right?
He was very very mad about Warski messaging him on Valentine's.
Look at
this. Look at all these for the 15th.
Oh my God!
Fucking hell!
What happened on the 15th?
Philip
there's messages on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
What? Valentine's Day? That's a major holiday? Dumb fuck?
Everything stops for Valentine's Day. If you're in work, you don't go in. It's a national holiday.
And it's during the daytime as well. And
it's in the morning. Yeah.
Well, you can't do anything that day. Everyone knows that. You can't touch your phone on Valentine's Day. What's wrong with you? This sounds pretty gay. So then this is about the Steve interview, right? This is the Steve interview.
Yeah.
So Triple P is doing some damage control. My major problem will be spinning it that the casino knew nothing about Steve going this hard on me, because everyone knows I wouldn't have done the interview if it was going to be this same attacks for 3 hours. Everyone in my chat
Everyone in my chat?
Yeah. Everyone in my chat can't say he said it. Everyone in my chat is saying, you guys snaked me. So I really don't know how to counter that besides saying you've said you've disavowed Steve actions on Twitter. Which was a joke. Come on, man.
Bro, do you remember that bit on the Kino? Do you remember when they were really mad? And then it comes up. You guys continue to have
We'll get there. Steve's actually on Twitter, but if you guys continue to have Steve on as a guest, that's going to be empty and nobody will believe it. So I'll look like a cuck. Too late, brother. Too late. This kind of puts us in a tough situation. I have a hard time figuring out how to get past it. It puts us in a tough situation. What do you mean, us? God, can you imagine Triple P laughing at this? What do you mean, us? Us.
Hey, look, he gives him an out there. Feels like this is a whole master plan and I planned it all. And he's like, yeah, you can run with Snake you and burn that bridge if you want.
Yeah. It's been a good run if so. Yeah, well, obviously that's not what I want to do, LOL. Obviously not that.
Obviously.
What's wrong with you? I like
it's
doing
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to do that today.
Oh, Kat's eating Burger King right now. Okay, he's taking her to the lunch. The big Valentine's Day lunch. So they're happy. This run has been great. I just wish. At some point. Oh, well, let's not get crazy. I just wish Steve had actually told me that he was going to do this, because sadly it isn't ideal now for either side. This isn't ideal. Right. Triple P says I didn't know he was going to do that. Obviously it was. We're not going to read all this because it keeps going forever.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. I was just curious because he went mad at Andy, so I'm like, I bet he's messaged Ashton on Valentine's Day.
Listen to this.
Well, the fucking 15th, Jesus.
Again, Triple P's trying to say it was too heavy-handed to be effective, right? And well, the thing is, man, I've been to this rodeo before. I know how it goes.
Oh God!
Now I have to talk about all podcasting for weeks. It's all I'm going to be asked about when all I want to do is chill and play games. Remember all the shit about the narratives we're trying to spin? And
Keep going.
It's easy to spin what we do as razzing. This was next level autism. LOL.
What?
Yeah.
Get hyper-focusing, Phil.
Uh-huh. It's funny. Someone says, what he meant, I've been to this rodeo before. Like, it's supposed to be, this isn't my first rodeo. Good point. Yeah. I've been to this rodeo before.
Also, why has he got a problem with it going... I was to say, you're going like, I've got to talk about this all through the podcast now. Like you had anything planned ahead of that. Like, this is good. Now you've got something to say. What were you going to say? Oh, it's ruined my other news. They've moved my bin day to Thursdays. Like, fucking, like... And now you've got something to say.
Yes, and you don't have to, actually. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
You could do pretty quickly and say, hey, man, Steve, fucking asshole, dude. I did not think it was going to be like that, and I'm really sorry to all the fans out there, guys. Let's get some goals hit today and move on. But unfortunately, we can't do that because we have nothing else, okay? Anyways, one more time. Let's finish this real quick. And I know you thought this would benefit me, but it's really not going to. I'm not going to be showered in pity bucks or anything. It's when people see me positively that they contribute more. I'm not angry, just disappointed. I'm sorry is it really not? I really did think people would get excited to give you money to own the detractors. Then blah blah blah. Okay, they keep going. They keep going. I'm gonna get to let's get to the breakup before we get to last night. We got to get last night. I honestly think that none of what Steve did had any impact on anything at all. It was all a waste. Okay, so Triple P's trying to talk him down. Like, don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. By the way, Triple P said they honestly are special needs, a good percentage, and they then talk about Dents and the disabled. Dents, Philip, it's your fans, right? Philip says, I think they feel confident talking like that because they actually are that. So we are dense and disabled. Definitely. Okay. By the way, dude, I'm not angry at all about the Steve interview. But I'm not angry, but you should 100% tell me everything. I'm not dumb. And I know you coached him into doing it like that. I'm not a pussy. And I'm not going to get upset if I know what's going on. We all know I'm full of shit about the dumbest stuff, but we need to keep the ruse going.
Oh my God.
We all know I'm full of shit about the dumbest stuff. What?
Yes.
Well, yeah, okay. Weird thing to say. Okay.
I wouldn't have gotten as upset if I knew exactly what the deal was. I just don't like having to scurry around to figure out what to do on my show, etc. last minute. And don't tell me you didn't set it up, because that would actually be insulting. I get the game.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow.
What's up? You think I don't get this game?
All right. Yeah, before the copyright strikes.
Content ID. We should all be saying that.
So then Triple P
You could have used royalty free, could you?
No, it was funny enough. I don't give a fuck.
Getting no money off this now. No point running ads.
We never do, by the way. But anyways, yeah, it may not be the way forward. I do think the average person will be hyped, though it is so theatrical and ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here we go. So then Triple P, DSP, it took this much. It took this much for DSP to kind of get it that it's over. Okay? Okay. So I'm being transparent with you now. Can we all be like, no surprises? I'm down to work with you guys, and I'm not a retard. And I want to make us all money.
Oh my God.
He's comfortable using that word, isn't he?
Well, he's cool. He's talking to his bro. But the long con can only really work if we're all into it. Today sucked because it was a panicked rush, and I don't work well that way. I'm actually really good at working stuff when I have time to plan. How do you think I've done this for 16 years, Triple P?
Bro, you don't plan. You have terrible planning skills.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't do anything like that again. Triple P is now saying, okay, I will admit I did that. It was not ideal. Steve made money, and I'm happy he did, but I hope he actually knows that, and that I don't have any hard feelings towards him. So he's happy for Triple P.
Was he happy for Craig as well after their interview? Craig made
I
money
don't know. Yeah. He says, dude, now that I'm on board, I think we can figure more stuff out. You know, I don't care about embarrassing myself as long as it fits the narrative and it doesn't affect my long-term business. I just can't destroy my image with my existing fans. I think we could do a lot with some of the ideas we talked about on Tuesday, and I think we can easily emulate some of what LOLcow Live has done. We now want to emulate LOLcow Live. Remember when we said Triple P wants to be like Keemstar? It appears the one that wants to be like Keemstar is DSP, isn't it? Interesting. Very interesting.
This is all a plan, remember, everyone? Remember?
Yes.
Remember.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan.
I was getting sucked in for a minute then.
Yeah,
I thought it was real. Getting too real.
The business model they do works, blah, blah, blah. I think we need to do something that keeps the narrative going.
That's a really good...
Yeah,
there's a line in there, sorry, very, very briefly. I really have thought a lot of it was corny and dumb, but we could do better and make it more real. The best thing in wrestling is a kernel of something being real.
Yeah.
We've heard that recently when Philly's talking about how he managed to pull the wool over their eyes.
Good point.
The best lies.
She did have some health issues, so you know the best lies, everybody.
Best lies.
I also think that this sort of stuff, we keep it on your channel where you have more control and things are getting fucked and also get the money. I think we need to think of something that keeps the narrative going but isn't a rehash of the same stuff. Literally nobody cares about the bank leaks anymore. Boring getting with such people sit on that stage. Yeah, you know how that goes. Okay. So next, let's get to where... okay.
It's Valentine's Day and he's still up at 3 a.m. Like the next night. All Valentine's Day and then into...
Now, I want to read this one because I need some help for people in explaining this one. Also, I better let you know that now the week of 24th, Andy and I are heading to Jamaica, so I won't be able to do the shows that week. Don't tell anybody, though, or they would try to fuck up the flights, okay? So that makes sense?
Yeah. It's pretty gay, though. They're going on holiday together.
I know, douchebags. Why were you, honestly? Like, did you think I wouldn't have done the interview? I would have, man. I mean, why I shouldn't have been shady like that. That's what he's responding to here. So DSP saying, why were you shady? Okay. This is about this Truth Seekers interview. Yes. Like, do you think I wouldn't have done the interview? I would have, man. I mean, I mean it when I say I owe you guys big time. You even got me back into wrestling, a new crowd. Albeit a smaller one is coming back that I lost a while ago.
What a cunt!
Wow.
Oh, you've given me a car, albeit a lesser value one than I had previously, but thank you for the car. Thank you. I'm not your slave or anything, but the worst thing you could do with me is to be dishonest. I got fucking snaked by a lot of people over the years, from my old friend like John Rambo to my ex. So, Mr. Ludacris, please explain how Panda Lee's ever snaked DSP.
Okay, you're going to need to give me a moment.
Okay, please,
right,
yes.
Thinking like a moron, thinking like a moron. She faked a panic attack, so Phil had to miss a stream.
There you go.
That's what I've got.
God damn it.
They had to pay for the ambulance. They waited in the hospital for hours. They only just the counselor came in and instead of working her through her problems, just talked a bit about anxiety and said, see you doctor.
He had to get a taxi. The food wasn't very good at the hospital.
Yes.
He had trouble paying for the taxi.
Snaking.
This guy may or may not have spoken English very well.
So the bottom line fact here is DSP said Panda Lee snaked him. And I guess, you know what that means to me? Because she left, exactly. She didn't marry, she wasn't till death do us part for her. And that's because he didn't ask her to marry her, by the way, but yeah.
I bet it was as well because some of her soap shit was still in the spare room. That's probably classed as snaking.
Yeah. She's left me with all the shit to deal with. I've got to throw all this stuff out.
I have to throw it in the trash heap in the garage. She's fucking annoying, man.
I couldn't use that room for styrofoam.
If there's one person that could have very easily and hasn't yet, it's her. That's
she's the interview everyone wants, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah, please.
That would change the world if she interviews.
He's so fucking lucky that she doesn't. Yes. He has no idea how lucky he is that she's kept her silence. John and Howard did one thing years ago, and that was it. She's done nothing.
Yes, and I hope
and
he stays
he's
away too.
Incredibly lucky for that.
Just want to be clear. It would be very hype for all of us, but I hope she never does it. Just stay living your life and have fun. You know what I mean? Have fun and live life.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
the best
out.
way.
That's the best way to get back at him for the fucked up things he did to you as well, is just live life and be fucking happy. That's it. Because you know
that's
he's
why
not.
we celebrate Condo Tour 2014 Part 5037.
Definitely. If you're ever pissed off with me, or if you find me boring and want me to fuck off permanently, it's all good. Just let me know. Okay, so
Wow.
Triple P
How
didn't.
low is your self-esteem, man? Like, look at you might think I'm a massive prick, and if you do, that's fine. Just tell me to fuck off. Jesus.
She did. Triple P did not respond to this. He talked about exactly with the schedule. Blah blah blah. I really just didn't see you agreeing to a hostile interview, though I really did not foresee it being what it ended up turning into. I would agree if I knew it was coming. I would react and spin it. I think we both agree it could have gone way better than it did. Water under the bridge. We will do better moving forward. Okay. So. Next up.
Steve sadly didn't do a great job.
Yeah, Steve did do a great job. Okay, he won't get any guests.
Do worry.
So, anyways,
that from Phil, who could only interview Keem, Craig, Ptolomeo, and Juna King.
And then all of them said, "What do you think about me?" That was his literal. Like, the aim of the interview was talk about me for a bit.
You guys like me?
This is so weird. So I bet you now understand why I don't give a shit about them. And when he says them, it means detractors, okay? So this one I don't get and understand. Listen, remember, Triple P had really bad ideas, but DSP has great ideas. So keep that in mind as I tell you this next idea. Someone said, it's so all... well, what was interesting is there's a genuine divide in the casino chat between people who supported you versus Steve, and there was a strong faction that thought the whole interview was bullshit and repetitive. It's always so polarizing with any DSP stuff. It doesn't please everyone or upset everyone. It's so divided, okay? Well, DSP, this gives them a great idea. You ready? I think we can figure out a way to lead them to the edge of a cliff like lemmings and watch them jump off and make them pay to do it. And document the whole thing and then upload it and blow it up. Nobody has ever exposed and embarrassed the detractor community before. POP just like to sweep them under the rug and act like they don't exist. You tell me what that means.
Obsessed with this idea.
Yes.
He will not let this one up.
Yeah, your viewers are very interesting. Some of them like me and some outright hate me.
June,
I think it's...
Have you thought about doing a documentary about my detractors? Like,
yeah, and then June said no because it wouldn't be interesting. Listen, so like some like me and some hate me. I think it's swinging back my way a bit now because I haven't been on in ages, and I was quite boring those last few appearances, so it didn't help.
What the fuck? I mean, he's right.
So okay, then it goes to, hold on. There's a lot of stuff we could get to. Okay, okay. Honest question: Are you so? Someone said, remember when? Okay. Remember when Steve, you mentioned it earlier, when Triple P said, fuck Steve, he's an asshole, he went to business for himself, he's a fuckhead, fuck him. We'll see you Tuesday, Steve. That was the joke that Triple P did. So now, again, instead of directly bringing it up, Philip says, I think people believed you about having Steve on Tuesday, but you don't even broadcast on Tuesdays?
People believed. Some people believed, yeah.
Then he copies and pastes a Prince of Darkness reel, says, Kino Casino invited Evil Steve. I mean, we're going to be doing Smart Guys on Tuesday. Honest question, are you snaking me on Tuesday with Steve but got your dates wrong? Huh? That's what he's all worried about. Now this is kind of, we're getting closer to the end here. Not quite the end, but still close. I just woke up and I was drinking, watching hockey, and hearing people, you're burning the bridge. You can read all that, blah, 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 blah. The word, and then he goes on, but I actually did try for you, Phil. It's fucking exhausting and draining, is what he said. Do you know how many people message me about how much they hate that I associate with you, and they used to be fans until I brought you on? Just me doing stuff with you makes me less cool and supported, but I do it anyway because fuck them. But now, because you did a favor for another guy on my team that doesn't actually impact you in any real way other than your pride, you spiral and lash out. Man, that's just disappointing. It's okay, though. You can be the victim and make us all to be whatever you need just to make you feel better about the whole thing. But I actually did try for you. It's just fucking exhausting and draining, Phil. LOL. Okay, man. I apologize. I don't feel like I made it sound like that at all. Just that we know on both sides we're not best friends and keep the relationship going because it's fun and works from time to time. I'm incredibly paranoid because I have at all times an army of weirdos saying tons of spit.
I think that's the only thing I believe in this whole thing from Phil.
That
I'm incredibly paranoid.
So it was all about a typo in his schedule. He wrote the wrong day for night thing or whatever, and that's just what he says. The fact you wrote out an obviously emotional response above, I think speaks volumes. And I'm sorry I said anything to hurt your feelings or repetitive. It's incredibly hard for me to trust anyone with my history, behaving been betrayed by literally everyone I've trusted along the way besides my wife. I'm reading it like he wrote it. Okay, just let you know. And having this fucking insane peanut gallery people constantly screaming at me that you're just going to snake me and that the Steve thing was obviously the start of that now has been driving me fucking nuts. Okay.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan. And again, we come crawling back. Triple P, hey man, I again want to apologize. I hope nothing I said today was harmful. And I'm done letting conspiracy theory shit bother me. I admit to Steven, you rattled me, but only because I didn't know it was going to go that way, forcing me to rush to figure out stuff on the podcast the next day. But we already hashed that out, and so I don't know why I allowed myself to get worked up over nothing. Oh, do I? Wait, should I do violin for this? I guess I should. I think I did this one already, though. We'll do it again. Who cares? But we already hashed that out. And so I don't know why I allowed myself to get worked up over nothing. Especially because it was all over a typo I made in the schedule when it came down to it. I wish I wasn't like this. But I do promise I'm on board for stuff in the future. As long as I'm aware of what's going on. And we can plan stuff out. No alarms or surprises, and I'm good. And sorry for the stupid panic today.
You've got the part, man. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
see why your skits work really well. That was fucking incredible.
Okay, let's go to the ending. We've been here too long now because we gotta get down here. We could go this fucking we could have endless weeks of streams on this, guys. I promise. So let's go to where it finally ended because we do want to play a little of last night too. We got memology video on that one to finish things up. So this one. Here we go.
Bro, we've not even done the super chats from last week.
I know. Yeah, we got a while left, guys. Big ups, everybody, for chilling today. James says, "Is this a huge double cross? Is this Fall Out the stage drama that Phil mentioned in DMs as bank leaks and WWC is drawn out?" I don't know, man. You tell me, man. You tell me what the fuck this is. This is an extreme damage control because he knew the DMs were coming out and they would look way worse if Triple P was the first one to drop them. So this is why he did it.
That's all this is, yeah.
Yep, that's all it is. Big ups, Lyrical Thesis. You're a legend. Thank you, sir. Okay, so, hey, Ash, this is the end. Okay, this is literally, 10 days ago? Hey, Ashton, let's be real, and I accept your answer no matter what it is, and I promise I won't be angry.
Again, I think.
Again?
Sounds like he's going to build up to that, so yeah.
They all just want to hear you shout Ashton again at the end.
Yeah, I should just do that.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, you knew what we've been going through here all week, plus the stuff with my mom behind the scenes and all that. You knew about that. I even told you I had issue with your making fun of Kat. You did it anyway, publicly on your show. Why did you do that? I'm trying to understand. I have both friend and foe alike, telling me to completely sever ties with you because you are not my friend, but just using me. I actually think you are my friend, but lack any kind of self-control. When you get too worked up, like with Smart Guys last week, it would be tough for me to think you actually are snaking me with all you've done for me. But I've watched what you said, so I'm completely confused. And then someone says, I want to make it clear that if you do want to cut ties, I completely understand. Think you'll do well no matter what. Blah, 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 blah,
Lads,
blah.
we did it again, though. I've got friend and foe alike telling me to sever ties with you. I'm not thinking about severing ties with you myself. I don't want to, but people are telling me to do that.
Correct.
Also, who uses the term friends and foe alike? Like, is that a phrase that anyone has ever used? Like, what the fuck?
Pretentious twats.
Yeah, people that have candles and no electricity. Like, what the fuck?
Wrestling script writers. Honestly, you know, both my
backstage, I've got friend and foe alike telling me that I need to challenge you for the title.
By the way, this is a different example of that exact thing I just found. Both my fans and detractors will keep asking me why I continue to work with someone who is seemingly abusive to me. I'm not really sure how to answer. They obviously don't know, nor should they, that we've been very friendly behind the scenes, planned the Steve thing, etc. That's not even true.
That's not what you said. Like in the other messages, you were like, it wasn't planned.
True. That's not even true. He said it wasn't planned. GSP said, next time you do that, let's plan it better.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Philip is retconning someone he's talking to. Philip is retconning his own messages in a DM thread.
He forgot the storyline for this little moment. That was a little slip up in the plan.
Wow. That's pretty intense, man. All right. So to them, it totally looks like you're snaking me for content. I'm just a dumbass. I really like doing smart guys with you outside of Grill Phil. Outside of Grill Phil going too far last time. Oh my god. Honestly, I think you're a good guy who just has major issues setting boundaries or limits when he gets worked up. As you said, this kind of shit talking isn't going to hurt me or my image. Oh, okay. Right. But it's for sure as hell becoming confusing or public watching. After your show Monday, none of your fans who have watched and contributed to my stream showed up Tuesday. And I wonder why.
Fucking hell.
He has a fucking watch list. None of the people that contributed earlier came to the show on Tuesday. Where were they? Triple P, where were they? Damn.
Yeah, oh my god.
I didn't see that before.
Please.
Holy
make friends,
shit.
make actual friends, Phil. Go out and meet people.
Both my fans and detractors will make some friends, go outside and go to a therapist, man. This is ridiculous. He's got nothing.
I'm sort of torn between recommending that and sort of cautioning him to not interact with anyone else because nobody deserves to have Phil.
Yeah. You know, and this is entire life wrapped up in this shit, man. Every single aspect. Everything. He put everything into this relationship with the Kino Casino. As we all joked about. But it was way worse than any of us thought. We knew he was into this way more. He was more into them than they were into him, and we all knew it. But holy fuck, man. Okay. Then my trolls began bombarding me with clips of what you said. So yeah, this is all pretty confusing. Okay. And then Triple P is now done. Just for the record, this is where Triple P says, "I've had it with this. We are done." This is the day after Philip had the 3-pronged plan announcement, where it is be a shill, be a drama whore, or beg for money for the rest of his existence. And Triple P said that was the straw that broke the rabbit's back, as it were. So he says, I happen to... Okay, honestly, I see that you're crashing out today. Good luck with that man. Okay, that's what he says, Triple P. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he says, there's benefits to both sides. I'm fine doing whatever, to be honest, trying to deal and figure out what the Vortex stuff and how best capitals and takes a lot of energy is mentally taxing. As you get, right? As you understand. This would fucking drain you, man. It would drain you. And he says, LOL, if crashing out means I want my wife to be treated, he treated with respect, then so be it, I guess. There's just no way I could justify or defend you insulting Cat for no reason, even if it gets a rise from your audience. So, insinuating that if it gets a rise out of your audience, it's okay then? I would hope you could understand that considering everything. If not, then I guess there's not much else to be said. I can't keep working with you if you insult my wife 12 times.
Yeah, when it goes into double digits, you're taking the piss.
If
You get 9, but come on.
Yeah. First 8 are fine, but
If you say that 9 more times, okay.
It's like, when you go get a coffee from someone, they stamp your thing, and for 10 you get a free one or whatever. It's like that. But, that's 2 cat insults. Thank you, sir. You stamp.
you get 9 stamps for 10 pounds on the house.
Here we go. I don't actually care about me, but that's the line that shouldn't be crossed. You've even apologized to me for it. So either you know it's wrong or you've been disingenuous about it. And then Triple P says, it's just the entirety of what your stream is today, man. It's wild. I advise you taking some time. You're kind of seething and lashing out in all directions today. You will just never understand that you don't actually have to respond to everything and seethe. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I have no idea what you're talking about. But here's a simple reply. Will you stop bringing up my wife for drama in your content? If so, I'm good, and we could do smart guys and keep moving forward. 10 times is not too much, actually. Just keep it going, as long as we can keep doing smart guys. If not, then we're done. If you were married, I would not be bringing up your wife in a negative way, especially since she's not part of your content. So let me know, so we can figure out how to proceed moving forward. Thanks. No need to respond to this now, by the way. Overnight or early tomorrow is fine.
Bro,
thank you, Philip.
You get 23 hours.
Yes. Thank you, Philip. Thanks for the time limit.
This fucking guy.
1 minute later, it's a fact! I'm not sure why there's so much hostility surrounding observing reality. Maybe it's because he lived in a walled-off fantasy land of his own creation where black is white, up is down, is mature, positive content. Dude, that is a copy and paste of Triple P's tweet. Okay?
Right.
So Philip says that.
Right.
That's what I meant to quote, but screwed it up. LOL. Still positive. LOL. Anyways. So you could have spun it that you owed me a favor, which you do, and use that to get out of it with your audience. What?
You owe me a favor. You owe me a favor. You've brought your grand over the last few months. You have given so much to me. You owe me a favor.
Let me read that again. So you could have spun this that you owed me a favor, which you do, and use that to get out of it with your audience. I actually thought that's what you were going to go do. People in my kick chat say you insulted Kat again. I really hope it's not true, and I'm going to sleep now. I feel absolutely like shit after this week of awful stuff. Yeah. I'm sure I'll be bombarded with clips in the morning if it's true, so I really hope it's not. I have thought of you as a friend, but it's also all good if you're just going to move on.
Oh, well, God. He's a fucking teenager.
Such a pussy as well, man.
Yeah, God damn it, man.
Phil, actual friends don't speak to each other like this. Over a simple, they actually talk things, they do go right, well, it's fine if you want to leave and never see me again. You're supposed to fight for friendships. You work with friends. They're cooperative relationships. They're mutually beneficial. They're not things to take advantage of. Where you owe me a favor.
The fact that so early on as well, he was like, you can insult me if you want. You can say this about me. You can call my content boring. What kind of foundation is that to lay for a friendship? That's fucking insane.
Yeah. You can treat me like absolute shit, guys. Okay? Yeah. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
As long as I'm getting paid.
Yeah. As long as I can tell you about all my problems every 2 seconds. That's fun. That's really fun.
Also, once again, people in my kick chat say, I've seen the clip.
Yeah. Never can say he has a problem but himself. It's always other people are saying. That is really bitch behavior, man. Really. Yes. And you know what? Actually, I can put it a better way. Let me get our special guest in here to say something. Go.
That's gay.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty gay.
Okay. Next up here. Here we go. I owe you nothing. You fucking something. And it'll be a cold day in hell before I'm scared of you. Why don't you bring me on tonight and see how it goes? You really wanted to flex nuts with me, huh? Phil, I'm so sick of your shit. And that was it. There is no drama. If you scorch the earth... Oh, the whole big dog routine... Yeah, he said, the whole big dog routine, and you thinking you're going to break me and run the yard, I will fucking show you whose yard it is. You escalated it, and once a scorched earth drama campaign, I can give you that in spades. DSP then says, there is no drama. If you scorch the earth, you're only doing it to make yourself feel better. And you're just talking to yourself because I have nothing to say in response. as you've said
You're literally
before.
responding now.
Yeah. It's all the same shit over and over, and it's done to death daily by my detractors. I really have nothing else to say about it on my end. This is done. And it was 100% your doing, not mine. I did nothing wrong. Everything correct. All you had to do was be reasonable, and I have some respect. But you couldn't do that, and I really think it's sad. Smart Guys was great. What we did together was great, but you just can't control yourself.
Plan. He's lying.
It's no, Phil. All you had to do was say, "Mate, don't fucking say that about my wife."
Yeah.
Like,
Get a fucking grip, Phil. This isn't about your wife or my comments. It's about you being a stubborn, lazy fuck in your ways. And you show me and my efforts zero respect, so why should I extend any respect for you? Triple P then says, you know my tweets are right, by the way, and that's why you won't respond to them, because you're a coward, as you have been your entire life. You can hide in your hug box, but one day there won't be anyone who gives a shit left, because you're a boring fucking hack.
Nice.
And that was it. So there we go. That was how and there is more actually. Philip Triple P says, like, I apologize for I generally just want you to apologize for wasting my efforts and let everyone know that is the case. If you do that, I will drop this entire thing and move on, Phil. I really think you could consider my side of this. I imagine you won't do that, but it's worth a try. There's still an opportunity here, and end things in an amicable fashion. Don't allow pride to stop you from making the decision that is best for you. And that would be the best decision. If you end amicably, it would have been way better. But nope, we can't do that. We throw that out the window because we can't get our fifis hurt, if you know what I'm saying. So
Definitely.
there we
It's
go.
funny that you won't apologise, like, because of pride, but then when you scroll up the fucking thread, it's literally, you can treat me like shit if you want.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, you've already done that, dude. Like, you already look like a pussy. Saying sorry is not going to make it any worse.
No, yeah, you know, honestly. But there's so
Just
much
before we
more of
move
those
on,
leaks.
guys.
Yeah, please.
I gotta go.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, we're late. We're late as shit. Man, Sam, you're a legend. Big ups for chilling, man. Sam's in the house.
Thank you to everyone. This has been insane. Like, it's mad to see like how well the stream's doing and everything these days. And yes, I'm gonna be back soon. Promise.
Please, we want Sam back. We need him. Big ups, everybody. Big ups to Sam. Legend Sam is out. What a legend.
See you later.
See ya.
Go. Oh, he should have said go fuck yourself, actually. He missed an opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Go fuck.
Hey, you'll be in the chat for 4 hours anyway.
Yeah. He's going to keep watching, though. Don't worry. He'll keep watching. He always does. Okay. Let's go. Big ups to Phil Nembo, who says, maybe Cat ate the rabbit. No comment from me. Panic Button says he was upsold on a rabbit x-ray. What an asshole, right? Who gets upsold on those things? Lyrical Thief says 4 a.m. messaging another dude. What is that, Lex? Oh, you got it.
That's gay.
Big ups. Skullmaster, Master of Skulls says, if the last week has taught me anything, it's that there's no piece of humanity that DSP will not sell for a cheap W. Beyond how funny this is, it's also the bleakest thing I can imagine. And you know, we don't need any more proof of this, but he will do anything not to take an L. Not to give the tractors a W.
It's exactly that. This has just shown how much of his life is dominated by this need to not give detractors a W.
Yep.
To do anything he can to claim some sort of victory when it's just a complete loss for him.
Big ups to Young Beats, who says the rabbit, it died from gout, runs in the family.
Stupid Durant, don't tell him.
You can't die from gout, can you?
It depends where the crystals form and then travel around the body if they dislocate. I'd imagine somebody has. Thinking angry.
Yeah, maybe you'd like.
You become a crystal.
Oh,
more crystal than man now.
Big Up Pop Polecat says rabbits can break their backs if you don't hold them correctly and paralyze themselves. Likely during one of those feedings this happened. Interesting. I do not know. I don't know the rabbit lore. I had a rabbit when I was very young, so much so that I did have a rabbit when I was a very young person, so I don't remember it. But I have a picture of it, but I don't really remember like any fond memories of raising him. But anyways, shout outs to him, wherever he is. Review Tech Mongolia says, foul odor emitting king snake master plan guys. Yes, sounds good. CTU Agent 247 says, while Phil religiously cries, I don't feed the trolls. He's over here cooking up a community-wide pig roast with bangers, beans, and mash. Hell yeah. It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Do you have a gravestone for your buddy? No, I do not have a gravestone for the bunny. I think he was buried, though, in the backyard. So he's still there in spirit. But
Yeah.
again, not a big
I
deal.
thought we buried ours in the backyard, and then my mum told me one day, no, they got rid of it. Devastated.
I remember my parents telling me dead fish, they get to like go to like a happy place when you flush them down the toilet, but you learn that's not true later. There's not a separate sewage system, guys. Don't fall for this. There is no separate sewage system for your fish. They go to the same place. It's all a scam. All right. And Servo says, Detractor theory, Phil got really upset and kicked the rabbit that put it on the road to death, which is why he was a sad boy because it was his fault. Okay, well, that's a Theo theory. All right? We'll take those.
Yeah, it's not his fault, though. He was angry anyway. Other things were stressing him out. He didn't mean to kick it that hard. And, he was goaded into doing it because he thought he might get some money or something. It's not his fault, basically.
I reckon he poisoned the rabbit. I think he got cats and the rabbit's meals mixed up. Like he handed cat a plate of carrots, and then the rabbit got some pizza or whatever, fucked up his stomach, and then he didn't know until Cat was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" He's like, "Oh god." That's my theory.
Or it had the ant powder.
Oh yeah.
Big ups to Nick, who says, did you see my super chat about Ralph? No, I did not. I promise I'll get to it, though. What was it? Ralph, Nick. We got a lot to get through, my friend, but I did not. I'll look for it, I promise, okay? So we're not going to watch all this because we do have to go through all the super chats from last time as well. And anyone, Steve or this Ludicrous, if you got to get out of here, please let us know because we're overtime. We're already in overtime. But I do want to watch a little bit of this, at least the funniest part. So last night on Kino Casino, they had It's a Gundam on, and it was a lot of the DMs reading like we just did, and they were shitting on Phil, and it was funny, right? But they decided to do something I didn't know was going to happen. They decided to turn on the stream as they were watching it. So they did a live style react, okay? So how did Philip take this? Well, very positively. You'll see in a second. Here we go.
It just gives them what they want, and they're not going to get what they want from me.
Yep.
So thank you guys for those tips. So I got a whole bunch of super chats. I'm just going to shout out the names.
All right, let's get through this.
And
there was a lot of now
Dicker's Dropbox.
Yeah, so there was a lot of troll super chatting because people were watching Kino Casino, Gundam fans or whatever, trying to get Phil to say stupid shit. So that happened a lot, by the way. But here we go.
Go there. We gotta go there.
Quickly, Andy, move your feet.
I got it. Quick. We gotta get the live crash out.
XLA, that's 16. 2 from Based Alpha Real, that's 18. 2 from Dino, that's 20. Monkey Enthusiast, another 2, that's 22. Speed X with another 2,
by the way,
4.
all of these $2, I was right.
I love that people in chat are watching us watch Kino, watch Phil.
Yeah.
Internet's great.
One sub.
Dr. Lexus gave us a
Rewind it.
Yeah, Dr. Lexus gave Kino Casino 100 subs that same day, okay? But then Dr. Lexus, for the meme, I guess, now don't ask me to explain how this is a very funny meme, but they gave Philip 45 subs or 44. And you know what that number is if you add it up, gentlemen? It was
have a good guess.
It was to get the it was to get the it was to make the total be 220. So that hilarious. Was all. So hilarious fucking joke. I mean, give him $200 for the joke. Very
worth
funny.
The money.
One sub.
$2.20
Rewind it.
He goes, I'm surprised about that.
Dr. Lex.
The super chat.
Okay, let's get past this
Dumb
part.
shit.
Oh, there we go.
His camera's so ass. It really is.
Regardless of
Another
the fact
reward.
that
He looks
you were
horrible on it
dumb
as
shit,
well.
Yeah.
Look, especially when he's clean shaven.
all still goes right into my pocketbook.
Goes right into my pocketbook, trolls. Pocketbook.
Bring it up, Phil Dub, you fucking
Dr.
dummies.
Lexus, no one thought you were. So thank you to everyone who contributed.
Here we go.
Regardless of the fact that most of you were trolls saying dumb shit, it doesn't matter. It all still goes right into my pocketbook. I still keep it. So, Dr. Lexus, no one thought you were ever going to be here again because obviously you're a huge supporter of the casino.
Yes.
Everyone knows that. And now that the casino and I had our falling out, everyone thinks, that's it, that no one who's a supporter of the casino is ever going to come back and watch my stuff or support it. That's why. So it's shocking to see you here, but it's appreciated that you did come by and drop a sub tonight. I'm thank you for that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the kick moderators, you guys are going to be demodded tonight. The people that were here, I know where you are. I know you're in other chats. I know you're
No!
Yeah, when I turned it off, and then when I turned the fucking stream back on, you left to not moderate. So don't expect to have your swords tomorrow.
Oh my God!
You two know who you.
Do not expect to have your swords tomorrow.
You left to not moderate. So don't expect to have your swords tomorrow. You two know who you are because you were here before, and you leave purposefully to let this flood in. So you're not going to be mods anymore. All right. In fact, I'll just do it now. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, goodbye, Dark Side Dabbing.
Dark Side Dabbing, huge supporter gone.
Is it just beyond? Does that haircut look like then when the fluffy bit of the mic was just over his hair?
Yeah,
it looked like it was going down that way, and then because he's got this little bit of a mustache here.
Yeah, it was weird that Duty was calling out someone for LARPing. That's like exactly what would benefit him. He brought up loyalty bullshit, but that's nonsense. He was just content farming. Guess he got it.
Is this still the master plan? Is this still part of it?
I don't know if this is part of it.
Not only be watching my streams.
Okay, a lot of people are telling me, big ups King Jad, the quitting kick came at the beginning of the stream. Okay, my bad.
Come on, Rogue.
Guaranteed throw.
Come on. I thought he had this. What happened, Phil?
No.
He threw the match like to show your life.
That was great because he was moderating someone while the character select thing was going on.
Yeah.
So he missed the start of the match, and he was like, he played with his last team. It was great.
Punches in the chat. It's a revolt.
His head's missing.
He's standing everybody live. Looks like he's got a toupee. He's feased. His fees are maxed.
He has a tattoo.
No.
He was Hitler maxing.
The vice principal energy, bro. He's not
Vice principal.
happy, bro.
Vice principal energy.
Get rid of the trolls.
What?
Oh my God!
Did he end his stream on
Are you
Kick?
for real?
He did.
No, he
Wow.
rage
Oh my
quit
God.
the stream.
Hang on.
Rage quit the entire
Go
platform.
to his YouTube.
That's the first, right?
Chef
Yeah.
Kai for 25 subs.
How dare
Good timing,
nice
Iron
timing.
Chef.
Yeah.
Phil just treated us like a sack.
Oh my God.
All right, we're back.
He shut it down.
Look, there it is.
Rage. He shut it down.
He ran back to North Korea where he could control the narrative.
No. Well, maybe you should focus on the game.
Oh, I know.
Here we go.
Someone stupid $2 is saying something,
This is
but
funny, yeah.
I don't entertain the nonsense. I told you I'm done with this nonsense.
Right.
I'm absolutely positively done with the nonsense.
Shouldn't you be
I'm
flexing
completely,
again?
Yes,
You should be like, I fucking own them, guys. Let's
Master
fucking
plan,
celebrate
dude.
how great I am.
Double blow, yeah.
Think about how awesome this fucking owning was, dude. 8-month plan, executed to perfection, exactly as you wanted. I'd be flexing the fuck out of this, dude. Come on. Oh, little PPP energy says, "Where's the felt, Philip?"
Not going to entertain any of it anymore. So if I address any of it, it just gives them what they want, and they're not going to get what they want from me. So thank you guys for those tips. So I got a whole bunch of super chats. I'm just going to shout out from Muzzy.
I need live crash outs.
From Crunch, $2 from Dicker's Dropbox. So.
Where's the fucking
I need live
shuts
crash
it off.
outs.
He got it.
XLA, that's 16. 2 from Based Alpha Real, that's 18.
Okay, we heard it. No, I know. I kind of want to hear his YouTube side of it, though. Honestly, when he said, I put it on Twitter. Actually, I got it on Twitter. Hold on. Here it is. I go to Twitter. And then I want to show that. And then we got.
Oh, was that when he was putting the box back? Oh, he dropped it again.
It fell off.
Yeah, that
Here
was
we go.
great, that.
So this is it. Here we go.
Go fuck yourself, Kick Chat.
There we go.
Sit there with no stream, you dumb bitches. Go fuck yourself, you dumb fucking idiots in the Kick Chat. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got no mods tonight, so fuck them. No
Fuck
stream for
'em.
you, bitches. Since you're just sitting there not actually fucking contributing or doing anything positive, you can have no fucking stream now, bitches.
You're brave once you've done it, aren't you? You're brave once you can't get feedback.
Once they're gone, yeah.
You're brave once you've cut the phone call from Craig.
What happens if it doesn't matter if you contribute other than, just being there? Like, none of them are contributing. Like,
Can you
It
imagine
goes straight
now?
to my pocket anyway, so.
You know how gassed up this makes the LARPers now? Like, Phil has shown they have ultimate power. If you do it enough, he'll turn the fucking stream on and blow up, which is something that all the LARPers want to see happen. So it's just going to keep happening now. Could you imagine how many fucking Pepe's torches we're going to see tonight or tomorrow? It's going to be endless now because he knows they have power. It's over.
They'll have a kick rage quit counter, won't they, now? See how many... every 10 they hit their goal. They get
like, you know how... I know how, like, Dr. Lexus saved the stream with, like, 44 or whatever for that fucking joke, but that's not going to keep happening because I thought Triple P and them really berated him. And, you know, he's probably... someone that could be easily convinced to not do things, if you know what I'm saying. I'm assuming he might be that kind. So he doesn't want to be on both sides anymore. So I bet that's not going to happen very long, and kick is going to be done very quickly now. You know what I mean? Okay, so we didn't talk about one other thing. One other point we got to talk before we start reading everything is that DSP had a stream where he talks about how there's not going to be any more drama. He's done with it. We're done with all this stuff. But we still want to keep smart guys going. So Philip does what any smart podcaster would do that wants to avoid drama. He's announced new guests. And let me tell you, the first new guest is incredible. I mean, this guy's never does anything off kilter. He's very straight down the line. This guy is just a kind of almost boring content creator, you might say. And some people I can see are asking, well, who do I mean by this? Well, who do I mean by this?
What do you mean
I mean Ethan Ralph is going to be a guest on Smart Guys. And this is not a joke. It's not a meme. It is real. This shows to me how far he is floundering and looking for anything to be positive or noteworthy, I guess. But what do you think about this one, Steve? Go ahead.
I fucking love that anytime he plans anything, he says, don't mention it. People mention it. Like, he's mentioned, let's keep it down low that I'm on the keynote. And they're like, wait, we got Phil on. And, like doing the interviews. I've got an interview lined up. Wait, it's Rich. Yeah. Rich is like, I'm going on the podcast. It's happening. And then he's like, I've got some guests lined up for Smart Guys. And Ethan Ralph's like, I'm doing Smart Guys. Every time he wants to keep stuff on the down low, people are like, nah, fuck you. Mentioning it. It's fucking great.
Also, there is another guest that has been at least said by the Kino Casino guys. Now, this guy, gentleman, I know little about, but there is a video. It's Beardson. Okay, Beardson. So I want to watch you, since like I said, Ethan Ralph is, the standard content creator. No controversies at all. Well, Beardson is also that kind of way, and I want to show you a clip of him.
Can I get something out of the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
That's him, by the way.
So on the last day I was there, you were leaving with Nick in a car.
Yeah.
This is
and
real.
you did a Nazi salute.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I was just trying to wave.
But it was quite clearly a Nazi salute.
It wasn't a Nazi salute.
Can we look at it?
Look, it was an accident if it was. I mean, I was just trying to do like a one of those.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it looked kind of bad. I'll be honest with you, it did look bad. Dude, I'm not a Nazi, man. Like, if this is what it's gonna be, like, I'm not gonna.
No, but we got to. I mean, I would look like a chump if I didn't bring it up, right? Wouldn't I?
I think you look like a chump bringing it up. Do you really think I'm a Nazi?
Do I think?
See, look, right there. You see how I'm going like that? Like a military salute.
That would be. You did it twice.
Military salute.
Wow.
That's Roman.
An event whose entire kind of raison d'etre really is to say, hey, you know what? We're not the alt-right. We don't want anything to do with those guys.
Yeah.
We don't want swastikas. We don't want any of that Hitler esoteric.
Right.
In a sense, you had one job.
Right.
And you failed because you did 2 Nazi salutes.
I did not do a Nazi salute.
Well, it looked like, that word optics?
Yeah.
That term of like...
oh, yeah, I'm very familiar with the term optics.
Yeah.
You know what else I'm familiar with is the term bad journalism.
Oh.
You should get the fuck out of my house.
I'm not in your house.
Yeah,
now what? This is the Felton.
Can we de-escalate, please?
Get the fuck out of my house. We're surrounded by trees.
Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm not in your house.
Yeah, well, you can leave.
Can you come to my house and then leave immediately?
De-escalate, please.
No. Are you sitting there? You're going to sit there and say I'm doing a Nazi salute?
I asked you if you were.
Mic.
It was quite evidently looked like
Get
one.
Get the fuck out of my house. Are you kidding me?
When did you lose your sense of humor?
When did you lose your sense of integrity?
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, anyway,
Rage quit in the forest.
This is Philip's next guest for the non-drama wrestling show. By the way, just Frog Machine put this so beautifully on Discord. So this is how that happened. He said, "I think you did a Nazi salute." Well, Beardson says, "No, I didn't." And then Louis Thoreau says, "Well, shall we take a look at it?" And then Beardson's first response is, "It was an accident." Then he says, "You did it twice, actually. Get out of my house." "I'm not in your house." That's very funny. Very funny career of events there. So that's apparently, according to Triple P, that is another guest on Smart Guys. So Philip is just aligning himself with these powerhouses of normal content, not controversial content. It should be really cool, man.
What next? Is he going to resurrect like Harold Shipman and bring him on or something?
Guys, next week on Smart Guys, I have a very special guest. His name is Jimmy Savile. He's a very, very popular person in England.
Him and Derek are good friends.
Yes, that's how I got him. That's the connect.
Deadlock mentioned DSP real quick, and it was very funny. I'll play this too.
Great.
I need that money, Rock. I really do to pay my bills. The electric bill, the internet bill.
What is happening? What is this fucking...
He can't keep it together.
I need that money, Rock. I really do. To pay my bills, internet bill, electric bill. Oh my God, no.
The incredible amount of games I'll be playing. Oh, okay, right.
I need that money.
Johnson.
I need that money to pay my bills.
They can't keep it together.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
He always the
amazing.
best.
God damn it. Amazing. All right, guys. So that'll do it for the show. I will read everything. I promise everybody. So big ups for chilling, everybody. You're all fucking legend, man. This week has been insane. Who knows what next week is going to be? All we know is that Ethan Ralph is going to be a part of the week. So who knows what's going to fucking happen, man. That is incredible. What a fun period we're in right now, honestly. Was it worth it? I think hell yeah. I think the King arc was very worth it, guys, honestly. I think we'd all agree on that one now. Alex Feature says, "Hi, Steve. You look very sad. Have a pint on me." There you go.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Legend.
Actually
legend.
feeling okay.
Yeah.
But thank you.
But this Ludacris, you're free to go if you want to chat out before we read everything. So it's up to you 100%, my friend.
Oh, no, I'm fine sticking around. Yeah,
Okay,
no, I'm
cool.
good. Yeah.
We want your takes. All right. So next stream will be obviously this next week sometime. I think he said Friday and Saturday's off, so we'll do that as well, Friday and Saturday. And we'll see. You might see this stream. Act to act. Big ups. And then what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. We will get the announcement for King of the Ring, by the way, coming out soon. We will ask for, because, the timing of this is great because everyone's going to be writing songs about all this shit. It's going to be a lot of fucking fun. The deadline will be coming out soon, but just assume it is at probably the end of April, okay? That's going to be the deadline, okay? And as for, the requirements, for now, stick to 90 seconds, but we might decide to make go 2 minutes or something. But for now, if you're making a song, think about it for 90 seconds. And also, if you're going to make an AI song, it's going to be a separate category, okay? So if you want to make an AI song, that's cool, but we won't play all those on the stream, okay? Because that's going to be too many, right? So if you want to make an AI song, that's cool. It's going to be a separate thing, and we'll whittle that down to the best 3 AI songs or something, okay? So it's not going to be AI shit, But you're very welcome to do AI shit if you want to, okay? It's totally cool. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's fucking it. Big up to Biz Jasnico says he'll resurrect and say it was a part of the plan. Definitely. Resurrect the rabbit, definitely. Nick SF, I did find what you meant here. So this was about Ethan Ralph. That's why I started with the Ethan Ralph stuff here. And now I can't find it again because I'm a legend. Nick says, I hope Ethan Ralph brings the video Phil put out in November. It's titled Ethan Ralph Seethes at the Success of DSP Politics. I don't know. What's your prediction? Okay, let's do that. What's your prediction of how that'll go with Ethan Ralph? Will they try to run this like a real wrestling show? I don't know how that happens, but what do you think, Steve?
It's going to go exactly the same way as every other one has gone. Start off with a few softball, trying to get him in the, oh yeah, I'm okay here. These guys are cool. And then it's going to be like, right now, let's talk about this. every other fucking interview, every other like appearance on anyone else's show. He's just going to walk right into it again.
What do you think, Mr. Ludacris? I don't know much about Ralph. I don't know about you, but what do you think's going to happen?
No, I don't know too much about him either, but just sort of like a guess, I would say, yeah, it probably is going to go like that. I don't know if, like you say, he'll probably ease into it, but then, yeah, it's going to end up with Phil kicking him off in it and then just having to do the show himself.
Like, but I think Ralph is, I mean, obviously he wants to find any kind of comrade, so DSP is offering him a chance to have a comrade on this internet thing. So will he play softball with Philip and just try to do a wrestling show? He knows that's boring, though, right? I think, so who knows? It should be fun, though.
I mean, but like looking at it from like the more taking it for face value perspective, it's like you are now going to work with this person who has admitted that he has lied and manipulated these people for months.
Yeah.
So would you want to work with that?
I don't. But does Ralph even care about that shit? I think he's looking for any kind of person to work with. He doesn't give a shit, right?
He's just looking for anyone against the Kino, isn't he? Really? So sorry, Luke.
Oh no! So I was just going to say, from Phil's perspective, it's quite funny that out of all the people that he's chose to work with, like in the last couple of streams, it's been the two people that he targeted during the whole Kino Casino thing. It just shows that he's got no like fucking like morals or anything. It's like, oh yeah, I'm cool with this guy now. I mean, low tier God would probably be the next one. No, I don't think he'd do that. Would he? Low tier God wouldn't like beneath him, innit?
Here's my friend LTG. Hello. Thack Mild says Phil should invest in a shovel because he's going to need to dig himself out of this hole, but he'll demand the loud landscapers to do it for him. There you go. Big up, Thack Mild. DSP Flag It says sad for two reasons: RGBs on coffin, desync, and wife dead. Oh. Icky Rose says barren wife, Karen life. Ooh. Mike says 2 words, snack pizza. Ooh. Ballady says Cancergate. Ooh. I'll stop with this eventually. Pigpen Lord says, guys, I just got fired from my job, but I emailed you a bunch of texts showing that I plan to get fired so my boss would look like a duty head. Good plan. You sound like a good snaker. Yeah, good snaking, man. Bitches Naka said, just call me Bit. LMAO. Okay, Bit. Sorry. Oh, okay. I see you. It's kind of a trying to get me, right? Reading a very offensive word. Bit. I gotcha. I never fall for those. CTU agent says his wife having cancer was a gentle razzing. Gentle razzing. Now you're talking. Wrestling Ranter. To be fair, I still think Boogie is worse because we aren't sure the cat knows she's involved in that, whereas Boogie convinced Desi he has it. Okay, fair enough. He convinced other people in his family that is fucked up. Yeah, fair enough.
Wrestling Ranter, did you mean to donate that much, or was that like an accident?
DSP Gaming Real.
Gentle razzing, sorry.
Hello, DSP Gaming Real.
Didn't go on the Richter scale.
It's a King Jab reference.
I lied about my wife having cancer. It was 220 chest, snort. To snake him, I call him Triple P. Don't tell my fat wife Kat. She'll tell her boyfriend to beat my ass. Sad snort. Okay, sad snort. Big ups. Big Beppo says, so too snoods since he gave bits to DSP. No, he did a long time ago, 50 cents. Never let him forget it, for sure. Cope Phil, here it is. There we go. Cope Phil says, don't give your wife a whole pizza as a snack. I mean, I don't recommend that either. Okay, I do recommend that.
Don't give your wife like she's a pet. Like she's just like in a fish tank and you're throwing pizza at her.
Internet Hazmat Crew, let me get this straight. This guy will spend 6 figures on pictures of Hulk Hogan but won't go to an all-expenses-paid trip to meet the man in person. Yes, because it's too gay. Got it? Does it make sense? Come on.
You get it?
Miracle Thief says, for any burns, use Ben Gay. Okay.
Interesting. That comes up in the next video. Someone says to him, use it for your neck pain. And he's like, I can't do that. This is nerve pain and it's for muscles.
Nerd Bruce says, when will Phil kidnap Triple P a la King of Comedy? Maybe. Capture him. Lechero could make that happen. He did make Derek capturing Philip. So, Young Beat 666. Him imagining he's on Kino Casino makes total sense. When he throws pizza parties and eating food, I do the same thing. I pretend I'm there with him too. He thinks people do that. Yes, he says that. He says that people do that, guys. Lyrical Thesis says, Happy Valentine's Day, Andy. Oh, okay. Happy Valentine's Day, Andy. Good night, Ash. Big ups, Alex Fisher, for the gift. You asked for it. Here we go.
Yes. For the right scene.
Yes. Happy cat
All is
serviced
right.
again. Magic Short Bus says the last person to set up DSP was T. Okay. Yanks bet DS Pulio, Bagster's Paradise. Okay. Good Chicken of the Ring idea right there. Come on. Mechanic Drew says, burst out laughing in an engine building seminar. TBS makes this so much better. Big ups, Mechanic Drew. You're a legend. Big ups. Shiny Teeth. PPP was shady because that's the closest he'll ever get to being slim. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
That's very good.
Nice. Dave Roberts says, big ups. That being said, Mr. Ludacris, great to see Sam back. It was great to see him back. What a legend.
Big ups, Aid as well.
Warren says, bravo. Bravo. Thank you, Warren. You're a legend. Lyrical Thesis says, the Seattle Air didn't fix the bunnies back. Ooh.
Doesn't work on animals.
These are all fine jokes, guys, because it was a snaking. So you should not feel any pity for the bunny because it didn't happen. Just keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. I don't want any pity out there. DSP has a fragile ego.
Watership Down from the Rafters reel was like the best fucking name I saw. That was so fucking good, man.
Genius.
So good.
If you stick around, I'll give you some kick band names at the end of this, okay? I promise. That you've earned it. You've earned this. You've earned this, everybody. Yesterday was a very deadly day, too. It was a very deadly day, as you might expect. Okay, I'll get it ready. It's ready now. Big ups, Neo XLT says, silly rabbit, tips are for Phil. Nice. Target Renegade says, you could judge a man by the company he keeps. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So, big ups. Ethan Ralph and Beardson. Very cool guys. Target Renegade C64 says you could... I already read that one. Big ups, Target C64. Gordon Flowers says, Beardson Beardley, is he going to call Cat Fat too? I don't know. I do not know. Talby says, Casino mentioned last night that trolls are trying to throw off Ethan by telling him DSP is trying to go to big time him. Could have a full rage pig moment. That's an interesting play. Get Ethan Ralph to not do the show. That would send Philip into a deeper spiral. Can you imagine? Yeah, like fucking trolls got Ethan Ralph to cancel on me. Not gonna do the show alone again. But I think that's true. Ralph is too cloud hungry, honestly. But I don't know. Big ups too.
Would he then cancel it, wouldn't he, if Ethan Ralph had fucked off and didn't do it? He wouldn't be like, oh, I'll have the other bloke on. He'd just be like, fuck it then. I'm done with it. I'm not doing it anymore.
That's what I
done with smart guys. Didn't work. So.
Okay, from last time, Boat Night in the house says, climbs onto hot barbecue and then says, my secret plan is underway. That's what he Matt Ice says, I had to be an adult and take my cat to the vet for a checkup. Did I miss any gold dust? Well, Matt Ice, you're talking from last Wednesday, and yes, you did. I promise you did. Chairman of the board says... Is he going to do the deducting? He's not going to do the deducting chips gimmick? Yeah, remember he started that stream with he's going to take away a chip?
Yeah.
I'll take away a chip each time. And he never did any of that. Totally
lost
Rich
ruined everything. Put him off.
Although it was good when he got the box at the end, though. That was funny.
Talby's correcting me, saying it's not to get Ethan Ralph to cancel, it's to get Ralph to flip out on stream. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, come on. The chat is going to be on one, no matter what, trying to help that situation. You just know that. Big ups to Space big ups to Dramasilcia, who says, instead of taxes and doing this until 1 a.m. Yes. That's what he was doing on the Tuesday. Remember, he said he was doing taxes. It was all preparing the big snake inning. You're a legend, Drama Celsia. Hopeside Phil says, it's bad to like wrestling if you're not doing a wrestling show. The less you know, the better. Interesting. It's interesting take. B, I think this is a word trying to get me to say something bad, but it starts with a B. You're a legend, B, with a cat picture. Says, DSP will never trust anyone for the rest of his life. And that is true. He will never, ever trust anyone again. Well, until things are going badly enough, then he'll kind of come around. You know, he'll come back around. Don't worry. Magoo says, I was here. You were here, sir. That was a legendary moment. Notifox says, remember when DSP didn't leak DMs? Those were the good old days.
Yep. The moral posturing, yeah.
Uh-huh. That was the funniest thing. Big ups, Drama Celsia. Live in action. The funniest thing was that Triple P said I wasn't going to actually leak the DMs, which is very funny because he was probably, but still, it's a very funny thought, Big ups to Jeff Joestar 95 says, remember Triple P literally said the Hogan thing was to get Phil to possibly go to Florida, thinking because of WWE he at least be passionate about that. Yep. He tried to make it as cool as possible for Philip. You can meet Hogan, dude. How fun is that? How fun? Nope.
For a wrestling fan, yeah, he's like one of the biggest in the industry. It's like, say, hey, we could go down to Texas and like see Stone Cold's ranch or whatever, Yeah, it would be huge for someone like Phil, who watched that era as well. He watched the Golden Era. Do you remember one of his matches on Desert Island Graps with Tom Campbell was Hogan Warrior? Yeah. So he's obviously like into that era.
Yeah.
So why not? It would be a type thing, yeah.
JE5.
Can he show Hogan his his collection? Like pull out his phone and go, yeah, Hogan, you get a 6-star you.
I've even got the NWO limited edition one.
Here's a 6-star you.
Yeah, 6-star you. 6-star you.
Inside my phone.
Can you imagine? Check this out. It's a 6-star you.
Please make a screenshot of the card and printed it out. Can you sign it?
Please sign it to Philip. It's for my sister. We call her Philip.
Well done.
6-star you. That's such a funny idea. Hey, it's a 6-star you. What the fuck are you, loser? The fuck? JE5150 has a question for you, Mr. Ludacris, from the past. Is this the most delusional DSP has ever been? Is this the most delusional DSP has ever been?
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so tough. It has to be from the past.
Yes. No, the question is from the past.
Oh, the question is okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. Probably right now. Like, I think he genuinely believes that he has snaked Kino Casino. I think that he's actually tricked himself into believing it. So, yeah, I'd probably say right now.
Big up. Sebastian Bluewater says, love to Steve. When are you doing stuff with Scott again? Says Sebastian Bluewater to Steve.
Oh, interesting. You should mention that. I've just tagged him in chat. He said you should get a Hogan to pull a Hogan.
There
Fucking
you go.
Genius, mate. Yeah.
Big ups, battery exhausted.
Look on it, don't worry.
Big ups to Triple P equals Rambo and Warski equals Howard. Big ups. Yes, that's the situation now. I didn't even look. To be honest, I have not seen a single line from Warski ones yet. I haven't even looked at them. There's just too much stuff going on. So we'll get to that at some point. Frank says this is probably the worst thing Phil could have done now because Kino Casino has the green light to show the full context of the DMs, and yes, they did last night. Yes, they did. Joe Max says Phil cracked the case. He's got a case of the gays. Phil has cracked the case. He's got a case of the gays. And Anthony, if you send me that clip, I'll play it. We have seen the one of Mansoor saying thanks to all the losers, but.
And then they shout him out specifically, don't they? He mentions.
Yep. Critical Gaming says, if Triple P was trying, can you imagine how hard Machinima was trying to get this twat to work with anyone? Can you imagine? Triple P was trying it because he was going to get something out of it, which Machinima was too, I guess. But can you imagine those emails back and forth with Machinima?
Dude, we've seen him. He showed us them as well.
Yeah, good point. Space Grass 70.
Quick side note. Sorry, I love hearing Americans trying to say twat.
I know. Because it's not. We just can't do it. Same thing as the cunt. We just can't say it correctly like you guys. I feel weird saying it.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of Americans pronounce it twat, or is that a separate thing? Twat, twat. Yeah. Is that the same, or is that a different thing?
I would say twat. But that's not
okay.
Yeah. But that's just me. Space Grass 70 says Phil is so desperate to save face he could lose some actual legit dents over this, and he did. Space Grass 70, and he did for now though. He might come back. Gore the Movie God in the house. Big ups, Gore the Movie God. I will give the entirety of my bank account to Kino Casino if they reveal they were roasting him through DMs while having these DSP convos. Triple P.
I bet they were.
Can you show the messages between you and Andy? And those can be doctored, because who cares about anything else? Just show the part of you guys talking back and forth, and it'll be very hilarious. I guarantee it. Rocklow says, I actually hurt myself reacting to this shit. Big ups, Rocklow. Bjorn says, no, I know, no, they definitely did it, Tsukasa. But the question is, can we see those? Right? That's what we're talking about. Because they already confirmed they did that. They said while he was on the show, they were fucking with him back and forth. So we want to see the proof of that because it would be very funny, right? Bjorn says, this is Phil's new most embarrassing moment on the internet. Move over incident. Okay. Big claim there. So is it the most embarrassing moment? No, but it's the most embarrassing moment for people that already know about him. You know what I mean? That's what I think. So incident is
the
better
most
for normal.
insane moment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The incident is embarrassing, yeah, but I think this is like because he deliberately did this.
Yeah,
you know.
So that's. Do you know what would have been great if after the incident he made that out to be like a mastermind plan?
Yeah,
like, I knew the camera was on the whole time, you guys. Like that.
I was trying to go viral. Come on.
Snaking in two sense of the words, you know.
Ooh. Did we discuss Dr. Lex extremely dented trolling? Yes, he made sure it was $220 with his $200 tip. Yeah. So, but I doubt that. I doubt that'll keep happening because he got reprimanded pretty hard by the boys at Kino Casino. So, all right. Faradox says maybe a little gay is a new WPIG card. Maybe a little gay. Okay, well, show me the mock-ups and I'll think about it. Ian says, my best friend is my wife. That's gay. You asked for it, Ian.
That's gay.
Bingo.
You could just have like a picture of a pub. Just have people in a pub.
Oh, yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah. Dudes having fun with drinking and stuff saying totally gay or something like that. That's what he calls it. Homosexual behavior, like dudes at a bar. If the Gravity Dragon says, I chose the right day to be off tomorrow. It's going to be a long night. Big ups, Gravity Dragon. Hope you enjoyed. Rocklow says, it just got even worse. Big ups, Rocklow. Captain Day After Day is saying, he's so deranged and broken, we forgot he kicked Rich. And that did legitimately happen. You forgot Rich was there. Sukasa says, again, Sukasa, big up Sukasa, here in real life as well. You're a legend. Says, is this the fabled 10-year plan? Ooh, this was one aspect.
How many years have we got left? It's not that many now, is it?
Not that many, no.
3 or 4?
Not that many.
We passed the halfway point at least, so yeah, it could be.
Optimus Grimes says, can't he say, yeah, I told him, it's fuck, they leaked it. Yeah. It'd be very simple for him to say, yeah, they leaked the DMs. It's very bad. And I wish they didn't do that, but they did, guys. Pity me. Give me tips. But no, he chose this way, which is...
Hey, there we go.
Means we had a long show. Ravencraft Price says, my little DSP friendship is gay. Okay, big ups. Chris Dorner Respecter says, Kino Casino immediately cut off the PDF whale. DSP had to be begged for 20 minutes to ban Derek, and he still pines for Derek even now. Not the same. Because, yes, DSP claimed that they kept their PDF whale around, even though they did ban him legitimately right away. Hypnotoad says, just looked it up. Showing DMs is against YouTube terms of service. You know they won't do anything. Mama Polecat says, on Valentine's Day, must be thinking about me. Big ups, Mama Polecat. Matt Ice says, megabyte or begabyte? Ooh, okay. Got to read out this whole name here. Woman's Cardigan defends family when convenient. Crayola once made a 152 count box, eating them all. Hell yeah. Some Gator says, isn't this the guy that was doing extra stupid stuff on his wedding day? Who is he to talk? Yes, if I remember the story correctly, back me up here, boys. He made sure to buy internet Wi-Fi so he could do champions on the airplane, correct? Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So very cool.
The login streak continues past that point. So
yes.
He clearly played it on his wedding day.
Ian says 2 guys pay for hookers versus 1 guy who wouldn't do Panda for free. Got him. There we go. Here, you earn this.
That's fucking dope.
There we go. Anthony McGee says,
that's why we fight for justice for House Door 2014 Part 5037.
That's gay.
Anthony McGee says, this is pathetic, so hard to watch. Big ups, Anthony. Magic Short Bus says, Dark Side Drill left at the wrong time. I agree. Dark Side Drill, a lot of content for a new possible song. Just kidding. He let him go. He's gone. He's went to greener pastures. Let him go. Don't come back.
Maybe that's why. Maybe Phil saw him and was like, right, fuck it, I could do it now. Really escalate.
Dude, he streams in the houses. I couldn't even in my mind make up something this wild. I don't even know what kind of clickbait title to choose. I'm sitting here with my mouth open. Yeah, just no need for clickbait on this one. Sunny Smile says this stream is Phil's Waterloo. Oh, yes. Big up, Sunny Smiles. Skullmaster of Skulls says, I was certain this was going to be a two-sided taint bath. 3 hours later, I feel like I need to put my head between my knees to keep from passing out. Big up Skullmaster, Master of Skulls. Chio says, I almost feel lightheaded listening to all this. Phil has been so ridiculously regarded this whole stream, I can hardly believe it. Big ups, Chio. Panda in the window like Malcolm X says, does he believe what he's saying? I don't know. I think he's made himself, but I think he knows. I mean, obviously it's damage control, and he's trying to make it seem like all this was a big work, so he comes out with a W. So I think he knows he's lying that part. I mean, he shows in DMs that he's very comfortable with lying. He talks about lying to his fans many times. So, PC Gamer 999, the amount of delusion is incredible. Big us PC Gamer. Nerd Brew in the house says Phil tried to snake them, but ate himself instead. Bingo. Bingo. Very happy dude 69. There we go. He won't hide after this if he's being honest. Very correct. Very happy dude 69. If he's being honest about this,
look what he did.
Yeah, he would
look
love
what he
it.
did. Don't want to talk about it anymore. Banning anyone who mentions it.
B Chaznika says, I hate Phil's side profile.
Arnold
Very flat. Curtis Angus says, this also just reinforces that he uses people for personal gain. Good point. There's many times when he says, you guys owe me something, which you do. Okay. Otopico says, does he think that makes him look any better in this entire shitfest? I didn't think I could even have less respect for Phil than I do now. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Come on. It makes him look even stupider because I don't think he knew everything that was in there probably. Like, he's not checking all that shit and rereading it. He's probably like, well, I know there's some stuff, but it's fine. And then he's like reading it back like, oh, I forgot that was in there. Oh, forgot that was in there. I bet that might have happened. Magic Shortbus says, Nickelodeon says the guy doing Lego and TMNT pizza. Yeah, big ups.
Yeah, he mentioned it, didn't he? He was like, oh, they want me to play games and like I'd be questioned by people. What is it, fucking Nickelodeon or something? Yeah.
Aussie Turtles Gaming says, stop, he's already dead. Yep. NWD says, he's so stupid, it's literally making me nauseous. Vike says...
NWO News, one of the best comments ever last night. It
said
was
what?
Fucking amazing.
Paraphrase, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, honey, I'm just going to tell these people that your pussy doesn't work anymore, okay?
Oh, God.
Fucking brilliant. Well done, man.
Vike said, the greatest self-felt in self-felt history. How many self-felts can oneself do to oneself? Anyways.
If one self-felts one's self.
Faradox is letting us know the keynote posted a promo video. That was pretty hype. Amac Uno says, I just woke up. What happened? Why is Mr. I Don't Leak DMs doing this? Because it's a master plan.
It's all part of the plan. That's right.
Yeah. Drew Bayou says, we all need cigarettes after this. Agree. That did feel like a...
Oh, God, yeah, it did.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Wilson Barbosa, in 4D chess, sometimes you have to sacrifice the rabbit piece, man. Everyone knows this. Big ups. Big ups, Wilson. Dark Wolf says, if Biggs Bunny was fake, why ban people for it? Right? If it's all part of the plan, it should be pretty fucking funny. Part of your big snaking, right?
Yeah.
It's Instamat says, hey guys, want to meet up for quiz night at the bar? I hope you don't take this gay or your rabbits will die. Jodo says, speaking of apologizing, I was right about saying sorry to Rich. Oh, right about saying sorry to Rich. Because he did say sorry to Rich. Yes, he did say sorry to Rich about that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, right at the start, yeah.
Big ups. David H says, dude thinks he's Kaiser Soze. Yep. Kaiser Dente. JF Joestar 95. If one of the leaked DMs he lied about Kat possibly having issues with cancer scares and ovarian issues, which is why they can't have kids. Big ups Jeff Joestar, which we did talk about those today. Ikiro, this is when he must have found out about lying about cancer because a lot of people are talking about that right now. Ikiro says lying about cancer just like Boogie. Amac Uno says last leg for 8 years. Sad. Reno Ryan says Rito Ryan says, if what he's saying about is true about his mom, I don't care who you are. If she really is dying, I do anything I can as quick as I can to get home. You're a normal human being, Rito Ryan. Yep. We're not dealing with that, okay? Ray says, is this what a redemption arc looks like? I'm unfamiliar with these things. Yes, Ray, this is the redemption. This is the end of the redemption.
This is what snaking looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boat Knight says, the 3 plans conflict with the master plan of lying. You're right. That's good. Yes. Mad Stays Noided says, let's not lose sight of the fact that this defense is preemptive cope and not true. So all of what we learn is that he is lonely and his life is very sad. Correct, Mad Stays Noided. Echidna says, read the full rabbit sick note. It's seriously fucked up. We did today. Big ups, Echidna. You were right, though. Boner in Sweatpants says, when do white coats come and take... His boner in sweatpants. Any boner in sweatpants situation, Steve? Now for you, just asking. Question.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, good.
It's just how I'm sat.
Boner in sweatpants says, "When do white coats come and take him away?"
Yeah.
Get the white coats. Rocco Sandwiches says, "This is like the JFK Files, but 1,000 times better." Big ups.
I don't know if that. I heard on Twitter that a lot of people on Kiwi Farms were talking about it like. He is genuinely in distress. He genuinely needs help. And they were like, actually, like, hey, welfare checks and all that. And
I don't know.
It's believed that he saw that and knew about it. And that's why he was quite salty yesterday. I don't know for sure about that. And Meerkat isn't here to sort of like confirm. But
next show. Interesting. Kinchil says it is like a drunk man hitting himself in a fight, correct? Turtlehead 2, it took him this long to come up with this shit. Yep. It took him that long to come up with this, brother.
God, yeah. Like 2 days of planning, and that was the best he could do.
Greed of the Green, this is just like Cyrax's level of delusional cope. Big up Cyrax. Legend, Drift King. Magic Short Bus says, so good that Steve isn't thinking about House Tour. Magic Short Bus says, so good that Steve isn't thinking about House Tour.
2014 Part 5, 037. Always.
Gravity Dragon says, that being long, hell yeah, we always keep it long. Mad Ice says,
when I'm thinking about Mama Polka, obviously.
Ooh, this whole thing did it amounted to no, you dude. Holy shit, this is truly unbelievable. Also, Panda's cheeks deserve justice. ALT, you can't run from the truth.
They do. Solidarity.
Obraken says, Bloom Kid is also leaving. Dents are leaving. Yes, many left. Christian C says, holy shit, this is worse than May 1st side-scrollers, etc. combined. This is like Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Bow down to Kino, making this day possible. Triple P probably wasn't even going to show all the DMs, and he wasn't. I guarantee he wasn't going to show all of them, because that's a fucked up move. Showing all DMs are fucked up, but just dropping the whole fucking list, man. But no, DSP did, except for folder 3 and 4. Remember, don't forget that. Killer Queen Bites the Dust. I think that's.
I think he moved them by mistake. You know, like when you occasionally drag and drop something and it shoves into another.
Could be.
Probably that, yeah.
Anti-Distortion says, so I missed a few things. Ian says, is Chew single yet? Just asking. No, not single yet. BR Joe says, TPS.
The divorce line, that was divorce line stuff, that.
TPS, total piggy sewer slide. Big ups, TPS. Sniper Bait 47 says, to be fair, this is the most entertaining he's ever been. Correct, Sniper Bait. Correct, Sniper Bait. Derek Hill says, Phil Life is the movie Shutter Island. Any Shutter Island viewers? Mr. Ludacris, ever seen that movie? Mr. Ludacris is dead. He is dead. Formerly Chuck says, you have no respect for the people who are alive, for the people who are dead. You don't care about anyone but yourself. Big ups, formerly Chuck. Two Cats, One Roach. Download the full logs. He will pull them. We did. Christian C said, I know what this reminds me of, the South Park with Cartman's Britney Spears dancing tape. Insane Day Buddy.
God,
I don't know that one. Green of the Green says, doesn't want to be a drama guy, just wants to hang out and chill, but planned for 8 months to scam and expose Kino. Either way he goes, it's a fucking lie. Big ups. NW News says, God, please take DSP from us to end his suffering. Some Gator says, I love he thinks this is taking the wind out of Casino's sail. Now they can just talk over this too. He really is his own worst enemy. Yes, he is.
Yep.
Greed of the Green says he's trying to steal Kino's money like he stole Cat from Subaru Man. Okay. That's a theory. Christian C said, I hope Kino and Gundam's stream name is Smark, guys. I don't know if it was, but that would have been a good idea. NW News says, DSP tries it. Bleach. Zetro says Oceans 220. That's good. Oceans 220.
Well done.
And that was it. Big ups, everybody. You're all legends, but I have promised you some band names, and I shall give them to you now. Okay? Ready? First up. Zombie Skittles Uneaten. Let's see. JPRG Enjoyer Real, Dark Side Dabbing. Oh, that's just really him. Dark Side Dabbing banned, and Dunsfelter were both banned. Yes.
Sorry, someone mentioned in chat he's deleted the snake video, and it appears like he has.
What?
RTU appears tomorrow. Only one stream, but Pirate Yakuza is great. Finally out of the drama arc. These are 2 daily wraps in a row.
It was on DSP
we're
Reacts.
finally
it was on
free
DSP
of drama.
It was on
it's
DSP
on Reacts.
It's gone. It's gone.
There
It
you go.
is. Guys, it's gone.
Is it gone?
It's gone. It's gone. No, it was live.
Actually,
So wait, live.
Yeah, but he never leaves things live, does he?
No, he left this one live.
Oh,
though,
no,
I remember.
Yeah, there it is. It's there. It's live. The full Casino Snaking
Okay,
Saga
there.
ends.
Oh,
it's
someone in
live,
chat-
not a video.
Yeah, live. Whew. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
Mhm.
It's live, guys. Come on, please.
Thank God.
Please.
It was
Get the
live.
shit out of me. All right, few band names. Let's
Would've been
go.
Fucking hilarious, though.
So Dunsfelter and Darkside Dabbing were both banned by DSP. Dunsfelter has already received his sword back, though. He must have sent an email, I'm guessing, because Dunsfelter has his sword back. And here's Kyle. DSP in Kick Chat right now, I'm reading it last night. People have seen you in detractor chats talking shit about me. Then you were here for the stream, conveniently disappear when the Kino viewers raided and destroyed chat for regulars. Darkside Dabbing did the same thing. So either it's an incredible coincidence or else you did the same thing they did. Kyle says, I go there for viewer lobbies for fighting games, but rarely talk shit, but okay. And as for that, there was some IRL stuff going on. Sucks it happened during heavy trolling, but I at least want to say my part. Blah, blah, blah.
See, look, imagine being a mod. Getting his best to come and fucking moderate.
Yep.
When you've got other shit on.
Kyle said he's never supported anymore. Blah, blah, blah. TBH, I wish I could talk to Phil privately and hash stuff out because I feel like tomorrow, if I come say hi, I'm going to get the boot. Kyle really wants to keep his mod ship. Really cool. Really a well-adjusted individual to the rigors of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it is. It is, dude. It definitely is. Anyway, more band names to finish up here. Let's go to Poop Side Phil, Fat Dumb Wife. My Crack Shack for a Horse. That's a Ethan Ralph thing, I think. DSP really has no friends. Bad Cancer Day, DoorDash time. Oh, God. Jesus.
Is it loads?
Jesus. There's so many. I mean, I could go forever. Use his wife as human shield reel. Todd King is dead. Put it together. What do you get? Todd King is dead. Tortured gun stretch marks. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting one there. I don't know what that means. I don't get that reference. Anyways, let's finish there, guys. Hope you had a good one. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Mr. Ludacris has left us IP, unless you're still there, Mr. Ludacris. Anyway, he's a fucking legend.
He's still there.
We enjoy having him here.
I can hear him. Can you not hear him?
Oh, God. We had a problem here. Let me get him in for the ending here. Hold on. Someone felt at us now. This is all not my fault. It's not my fault. Remember that. He's getting in here.
Sam's also been here for an hour. He didn't actually leave. It's just like ALT's not.
All right, Mr. Ludacris, now we can hear you. Can you talk, please, sir?
Can you hear me? Cool. I was saying all sorts of funny shit, man. Absolutely
damn it.
loads of funny shit.
Damn
you missed
it.
it all. I'm not repeating myself. Yeah, there's a
damn
storm
it.
going on here or something. I guess that affected the internet
Okay.
because it's like,
Son of a bitch.
Apologies.
Well, Mr. Ludacris, it's a great having you on more often these days. We love having you. You always add a lot of fucking funny shit, man. And not to
Always
be too
a pleasure.
gay. Not to be too gay.
Yeah.
But,
No, you can continue. It's fine.
if I was going to the UK, I would definitely want to get a beer with you, by the way. But that was gay, so sorry. Anyway. Anyways, Team of the Dead, any final messages for the beautiful people?
Well, next video is nearly done. That should be out soon.
Sweet.
And I'll continue the fight for justice for House Tour 2014 Part 5037.
Don't forget it.
Solidarity.
Mr. Ludacris, final words for the beautiful people out there today.
I don't know what to say. What a crazy time we live in. Content gold, isn't it? So maybe I'll make a video soon.
There you go. We want it.
There was a great tweet from Dashfire going, Phil, please stop. I don't want to make 9-hour videos. And I'm like, yes, feel my pain.
I will play, for the last time, I will play Bob Starsky's song about this because I think it is just too perfect. And this is probably the last show. It's going to be about the breakup at least. You know what I mean? So we'll play one more time for Bob Starsky. What a legend. Big ups, everybody. Thanks for chilling. We'll see you next Friday. On that being said, WPIG will be live tomorrow with Atlas for Ask the King. You're all legends. Bye.
Bye.
So I'm talking all this fucking shit multiple times on my stream, on his stream, saying all sorts of shit about his wife, about everything, and he never said a fucking thing.
Did I disappoint you or let you down? Well, I don't feel guilty. I won't give back my crown.
I got scammed.
'Cause I saw the end before it begun. You insult me so much that detractors won.
Yes, tis.
So I took what's mine, as it is my right.
I love pro wrestling.
Smart guy solo, stream is tonight.
Excuse me.
It may be over, but just like Rambo,
I'm John.
You think I need to change, but I've done nothing wrong.
Correct?
You pulled me up when tips were low. Shit on my wife and all my goals. I tried to grind, but knew I failed when I started a politics show. I felt it rich in Ethan Ralph. Bought so much shit on Klarna. My wife is sick and you know this, but you keep describing her. Goodbye, my brother. Goodbye, my friend. I have made a ton. I have made a ton for me.
It literally has no instructions.
Goodbye, my brother. Sad for 2 reasons. Got rid of my son.
Thank you, Phil.
And he was nice in my stream.
After many years, it came to light that they were involved in some underhanded stuff. Now, they never, ever were involved with that on streams.
You're such a dreamer to try to help me out.
I want to see you prosperous.
I wrote down these spirits and just nod when you shout.
Detractors were right
And as
all
you're
along.
felting, please forget me. Please forget how much I must beg and plead.
Guys, please support.
Okay, now guys, support the stream. 0 contributions on Kick. I know there's good supporters here. Who wants an OG badge, emoticons and other perks? I may mod you, but you must work. The Ashton is just ban him, please. Thanks so much, Darziak. Goodbye, Triple P. Goodbye, Ashton. Guess you had no fun. Talking 70%. Goodbye, PPP. Goodbye, lesbian. My toilet doesn't flush, but check out my RGBs.
As you can see, the crazy RGBs behind me, right? And you might say, well, what the heck is that? It's kind of wild. Like, what is that supposed to be? You want to see what it is? See if the camera picks it up well. If not, I'll explain.
And I still watch your stream on Kick until I
The flashback
fall
actually
asleep.
affected him in real life. Did you see that?
And cat praise when I get paid. It'll stick. And I'll plan a Japan trip.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, my mother. My wife, I mean. Gotta spend these bucks on things that are just for me.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, resurgence. So long, Kino. I'll revert to a bum. Like it's 2023. The tips are low, baby. The tips are low. The streams support is slow. Let the gin flow, baby. Let the gin flow.
Whale-tailed G.
My mom, my wife will now wallow.
What does he do today to protect his fat wife from being called fat by a fat man? He decides to reveal her medical info.
Yeah, I
was shocked today.
Yeah, I was shocked. Why would you do that?
Is that what's keeping your wife safe?
That's gay.